What's good, A-Side family? What's going on? It's your boy Truth. Welcome to A-Side Boxing Talk. Moment of truth. We in here today, man. So again, welcome to A-Side Boxing Talk. It's your boy Truth. That's short for Truth Over Narrative, man. We in the building, man. So today, I was supposed to have ESPN top rank rising star Keyshawn Davis. But unfortunately, I just got the word that we got to reschedule again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, obviously it's the fight game. You know, fighters got a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? We got to reschedule. You know what I mean? Bring it back. Hopefully before the weekend is out, we could get that rescheduled and get that interview done. But again, my apologies. We will not have Keyshawn Davis on the channel today. He got a schedule issue. Brian, what's going on, my boy? Definitely, he got a scheduling issue. So obviously can't do nothing with that. So we're gonna have to reschedule Keyshawn Davis for another time, another interview. But like I say, I'm optimistic that we're gonna still get it done. Got some good questions prepared, so for sure. I think we definitely gonna be able to make it happen, man. Shout out to my boy Brian in the building. Yo, what it do, my brother? What's good, my boy? You know what I mean? We in the building. Now, welcome to another episode. This episode 10. You know what I mean? Moment of truth. Again, like I said, for those that's on, for those that's listening, we were supposed to have Keyshawn Davis on at 4:00. He had some. We had to reschedule. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's all good. But as they say in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? The show must go on. So we're gonna keep the show rolling. So what I'm gonna do instead of having Keyshawn on, you know what I mean? I'm gonna open up the lines. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna get it popping early. You know what I mean? And the topic that I talk about, yo, Rito, what's good, my boy? My boy Cozy Rito. Yo, A-Side, what's the word? What's good, man? Steph was good, man. Appreciate everybody popping in. You know what I mean? Like I said, we were supposed to have Keyshawn, but he had some appointment that he got to take care of. So yeah, we'll get him another day for sure. Hopefully again before this weekend. But it's all good, man. It's all good. So again, I've been having some real heated discussions, right? I've been having some real heated discussions about this Tank and Ryan fight, man. So I guess we could just talk that. We could talk about this Tank and Ryan fight because I've been having some little heated discussions about that. And so what I'm gonna do, well, first off, right, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna stay live for a little bit. What I'm gonna do first off, I'm gonna jump on here. I'm gonna copy this link. I'm gonna put this link in the description. Let's see. Let me see. Command. There we go. So I just put the link to the chat in the description. If you see the link to the chat, by all means, come on up. Let me see. I don't know where it went at. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Let's see. Command. All right. Okay. It's all good. It should be there. I don't know why it's doing that. That look a little crazy, but if y'all in the chat, let me know if y'all see the let me know if y'all see the link in the chat. I don't know if Brian, Steph, Cozy, y'all still in here. Do y'all see the link in the chat? I just tried to put it in the chat and it's giving me some little issues. This internet shit be crazy sometimes. Now I've been hearing about some of these people been having issues going live and all of that, blah, 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 blah. So let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just make sure we all good. Copy. Was good. It's there. Okay. All right. Bet. It's all good. It's there. All right, for sure. All right. So again, like I said, man, my man Juice, shout out, salute A-Side. Big things happening in boxing, man. I appreciate you, man. So yeah, like I said, we were supposed to have Keyshawn Davis. He has some things that he got to handle, so we got to reschedule him. But shit, while I got y'all here, let's talk about this Tank and Ryan, man. I put the link in the chat. Anybody want to join in? Let's talk about it. I've been having some real, I want to say, spirited conversations with some of my contemporaries, man. A lot of people was feeling some type of way about this catch weight and this rehydration clause in the Tank and Ryan fight. You know what I'm saying? Now me, I'm somebody that I reckon. Now, granted, I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a boxing fan and I'm a football fan. And one thing that I learned is that no matter who you are a fan of, if you really and truly a fan, you got to learn somewhat of the sport to be able to kind of know what's going on. What's going on, bro? How you, my boy?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. A little bummed that we couldn't get Keyshawn on today, but you know what I mean. Shit happened, so I know we'll get bro before the weekend out. So hopefully, you know what I mean. That shit worked though. My man Greedy, what up though? Yeah, you know what I mean. So hopefully, I mean, we should be able to get it before the week is out. I ain't tripping. I know shit happened. So
Hey, man. I've been dying to talk to you on this, man. Listen,
yeah,
I'm gonna get
go
it
ahead.
started. I think that shit is an excuse for Ryan, man.
Yeah,
I think his fans making that rehydration shit an excuse. You know?
you know what? I was talking to somebody, right? Because somebody even went as far as to tell me that this is the first time in boxing where we've had a rehydration clause and a catch weight. You get what I'm saying? Um, and that's kind of true. Right now, it was another situation that kind of been a Chris Eubank situation where they had the rematch clause. I mean, not the rematch, the
Right. Remember
rehydration
that.
clause and the
Remember
catch
that.
weight, right? But
Yeah.
I think that was more Team Ben wanting that catch weight and Eubank. I mean, Team Ben wanting the catch weight and Team Ben wanting the rehydration
Yeah.
clause. And it was Eubank that was trying to follow the money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It was
He's about to
Eubank
kill his
trying
damn
to
self.
follow the money.
Right. Right.
And that is what it is. But see, I think the thing that people really got the misconception of is this catch weight. I watched the interview with Tank Davis, and Tank said, "Yo, if it was up to me, we'd be fighting at 135. I'm a fucking lightweight. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?" So people
Right.
could say what they want to say about Tank going and moving up to 140 to fight Barrios, right? Now, whether we like it or not, whether we like it or not, Tank is the A side. Tank is the A side. And even in the Barrios fight, it was 4 belt. It was at 140. And that was a one-off. We haven't seen him there again. Now, again, I had somebody argue the point that, oh, damn, he draining Ryan. Well, my argument to that person was, is Ryan even ranked in 140? No. He's not ranked in 140. Has he ever had a sanctioned 140 fight? No. Right? Remember, the last fight that he fought against Javier Fortuna was the one that needed the fight to be at 140. They were supposed to fight at lightweight, at 135. Javier Fortuna is the one that couldn't make the weight and requested a higher weight. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that people got the misconception that is Tank's team or so whoever that's putting all these cards against Ryan. I think if Tank would have had his way, I think there probably would have been a rehydration clause, but the fight would have been at 135. I think Golden Boy is the ones that came and said, you know what, damn, it's going to be hard for us to make 135. Can we get a catch weight? 138? No. 137? No. 136? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I think more than that, I think that them boys wasn't looking, Team Davis wasn't looking for no fucking they wasn't looking for no catch weight. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And that's my point with it, right? So it's just like, so let me ask you this: most time when people, if they do have a not rehydration clause, but when they rehydrate after the
Yeah.
weigh-ins, what they normally go up like 10? How many pounds they normally put on?
You know what? It depends, and I'll go on the extreme end of the spectrum. Zerto fight against not the fight that he had against Bivol. Well, the fight that he had against Bivol and the fight before that. Zerto Ramirez weighed in at 175 on that Friday. That Saturday in the ring, he was 205 pounds, bro.
And that's the thing. Why the fuck would you let, if Tank is in 135? Why would you make the fight at 140? Where he hasn't fought in what, 3 years, damn near,
Not about
and
2 years.
then
Not about 2 years.
about 2 years, and then you gonna let Ryan at 140 and then rehydrate to what, 160?
Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
don't, that
saying,
don't even make
and,
sense.
and, and that's
That
and
don't make
that's what I'm
sense.
saying. Like, and so undercard, I see undercard saying Canelo at 156, Canelo and Kovalev. But see, the difference between Canelo and Kovalev was Kovalev. The fight wasn't at a catch weight. The fight was at 175, but he had a rehydration. Kovalev had a rehydration clause on the back end. I think people having an issue with and then even with the Canelo and Danny Jacobs, that was the IBF with that 10 pound rehydration, and Danny Jacobs still blew the weight anyway. It just paid the fine. But with this, let me see, it's you and I was correct about, yeah. And then, but with this one, it's just a little different because I just feel like if it was Team Davis, it's okay. We fighting that lightweight, and you got a rehydration clause. But again, Ryan, for whatever reason, is like, hey, I need to catch weight. I can't make 135, and they said, all right, well, we'll do 136. Either you take it or leave it. You know what I mean? What's good, Cal?
I think it's bullshit.
What
My
it do?
bad, Cal. My bad, Cal. Real quick, I think it's bullshit because I don't care what nobody said. I tweeted earlier. Devin Haney is bigger than Ryan Garcia, and if Devin Haney's still making this 135, it's bullshit that you can't make a 136 solid. Like it's 4 pounds, bro. If me being strength conditioning, you can lose 2 pounds a week. You know, that's like what you're supposed to do when you're losing weight. 2 pounds a week. He can do that until what, April?
Well,
When is the fight?
I think that getting down in a sport of boxing and depleting yourself, I think once you get to that nitty gritty where you cutting them last pounds, I think every single pound matter. So as us that's not fighters, as we thinking about a pound, 16 ounces is nothing. But when you already depleted everything out your body, or as much as you can out your body, that last few pounds is everything. But what I'm saying, my issue is, when have we seen Ryan Garcia struggle with weight for us to be like, oh, nah, y'all weight draining him?
Exactly.
Oh, like, this motherfucker, listen, Ryan Garcia, not fuck him being small. He not even ranked at 140. So it's not like this guy is a 140-pound contender. You get what I'm saying? And now he's going back to fight at lightweight just for this fight to prove who the fuck he really is. That's not the case. That's not the case. And in fact, on top of that, y'all just told me that you would have fought Fortuna 6 months ago, or however long fucking y'all fought ago. You would have fought Fortuna at 135, but Fortuna needed the weight, not you. Now, all of a sudden, you drained now?
And
Kyle,
then somebody, go ahead.
What it do, man? I've been getting pulled a whole bunch of different ways when it comes to this situation with the weight thing. Okay, so my first thing is, like how everybody was saying, it's already at a catch weight, and then they also low catch weight, and then they want to put the rehydration clause as well. But I mean, let's be honest, bro. The catch weight is 1 pound. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a 1 pound catch weight, so it could have easily been a 35 fight with a rehydration clause, and then it wouldn't be too much to talk about because it would be normal then, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. But my whole thing is, I listened to Tank yesterday, and I mean, Tank spoke his piece, bro. He said, like, bro, this is a bigger guy. Why would I let him, come in,
with all advantages, right?
At this weight or whatever weight. So, like I say, man, I've been pulled different ways. I mean, hearing Tank say that, out of his own mouth, I kind of thought it was going to be some kind of bullshit that they was going to say or try to come up with as to why they was doing that. But I mean, he clearly just said it out of his mouth, like, bro, basically we keeping this shit as even as we can. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, how do I feel about it? Still, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Tank is a smaller guy. At the end of the day, I think he just respected Ryan, bro. He respect Ryan. It's like, bro, this dude is kind of close to me when it come to power, when it come to skill, when it come to everything. I respect him. And I feel like, he already taller than me. He already got some, visual advantages. So I'm going to try to keep this shit as even as possible. If I know he got those advantages and he could come in way heavier than me, let me at least try to keep his weight down.
Which part don't you like, though, Kyle?
Say it again, bro.
My bad, Truth. I just wanted to ask real quick. What part don't you like about it? Like, you don't like that? Is the fight at 136 or that
I don't like that
Ryan
the fight
can't
at
go
136. I understand Tank now when it comes to the rehydration clause. I don't like that it's at 36. That's what I don't like because that's what's making this whole thing a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, D.
I did. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying somebody in the comments just said something about Barrios, and somebody asked me about that on Twitter, and I keep trying to tell him Barrios has not fought at 135 since 2016. Why would he was a legit contender at 140. Why would he make him come down at a catch weight in order to fight him. That don't make
That's
sense.
what people not understanding, man. Like, this is the built-in excuse shit that I don't like. And just like this, like he said, like Steph saying, Barrios was bigger than Ryan. So why Tank feel the need to drain him? Agreed at the end of the day, but it's silly. But like he's saying, Barrios was already fighting at 140. He was already the regular champion at 140. You get what I'm saying? And Tank was moving up to fight a legit 140 pounder. The goal was to beat an 140 pound championship. So that was a one-off. He fought there. He relinquished the belt. That was a one-off, right?
Let's
but
call
now,
it. My bad. Go ahead.
No, we about to say, go ahead.
I was saying, let's just call a spade, man. Right? I mean, Tank probably don't respect Barrios' skills as much as he respects
Right.
Yeah. But again, I just think even beyond that, the goal was moving up to 140 to fight for a championship. So whether for the accolades to say I'm a 5-belt, I'm a 3-division 5-time world champion, that was the goal. Even if he took a fight, like what is the advantage of taking a fight, being the A side? Now I'm not talking about no 50-50 shit. Being the A side. What's the advantage of taking a fight at 140 with Ryan Garcia when you already got the regular belt at 135? Now, granted, a lot of us don't respect the regular belt, and it is what it is. I don't fucking respect the belt. Let's be 100. Like, I don't really care about no fucking Reggie belt. Nobody cares about that belt. Let's be honest, right? But at the end of the day, what's the advantage for me if I'm the A side? This shit getting done on my network. We putting up the bread. We footing the bill. We don't want y'all other motherfuckers involved. What is the point of me coming to 140 for what? For what? That's easy for you, not me. For what?
Right.
And then let's be real. He did respect Barrios because he ain't even really remember Floyd had to go to the corner and say you losing. Let's be real. He did respect me. And then even in the ring after that, he said, bruh, the power is different. He said that. Tank said that in the ring. Yo, the power is different. I ain't want to get caught with no crazy shots. I had to fight a certain type of way. That's what he said. I ain't make that up. So at the end of the day, when you got a guy like Ryan who ain't bringing nothing to the table, well, I don't want to say he ain't bringing nothing to the table. He bringing fans to the table. This is a big fight that's coming to the table. But who the fuck is Ryan Garcia that Gervonta Tank Davis got to go to 140 for him?
Exactly.
Like, let's be real.
And I don't think Tank feel good at 140 in that Barrios fight. I don't think he felt good at 140.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like he's saying, yeah, I'm gonna go back to 140 and do it all again. Like, nah, bro. He not saying that. So, you know what I mean? And then look, and then people want to talk about even when you get to the little Kovalev situation, you know what I'm saying? Even with the Kovalev situation, like my man said, to make the Kovalev and Canelo fight was worse is that Canelo was almost knocked out by Anthony Yarde, and then 2 months later fights Canelo. Canelo is already an older fighter. 2 weight cuts in 2 months is hard, and he had a rehydration clause on the back end. Come on, bro. That's nasty work. You know what I mean? But I just feel like a lot of motherfuckers just looking for a reason. They know their favorite fighter about to get smacked up, and they looking for a reason. And the fact of the matter is, he got to come in at 136. The next morning, he got to be no later than, I think, no more than 146. Yeah, he got to come in at 136. Next morning, he got to be 146. He's still going to be 150, 155 in the ring. Still. He's still going to be 146.
Okay, that was my next question. After you weigh under 146, can you still blow up more?
Yeah, because the weigh-in is in the morning. The weigh-in in the morning, and then they fight at night. So he's still going to eat throughout the day.
Yeah, of course, man. So I mean, I don't understand the big problem then if that's the case.
Exactly. He would have came in at probably 160 if it wasn't for that rehydration call. Like, why would you do that? That
And this also made me think. Because I don't know how true it is again, but I mean, I think it is probably somewhere in the near future. But where would the Tank and Devin Haney fight weight? Like, how would the weight class work for that? Well, how would it be?
I think that'd be the same thing. He'd probably ask Devin.
So what would it be? 35 with a rehydration?
I don't think he'd fight. No, he not gonna. I don't think he would. And I don't think Devin taking no shit like that. You talk like you could talk to like again, even with the accolades, like Ryan Garcia wasn't no champion. How the fuck? Let's say he beat Loma. I don't think he's gonna keep them belts. He can fight Tank at a catchweight. We'll see.
What you mean by you don't think he's gonna keep the belts? You think he gonna?
I don't think he fights Tank Davis at 135.
So you think after he beat Loma, he vacate, go to 40, and then fight Tank?
If he fight Tank at 135, he gonna get knocked out and he gonna get hurt bad.
No question. No question.
I promise you. I promise you, bro.
You think they're gonna do a catch weight?
They're gonna have to, man.
They're gonna have to. What? About 137?
Team Haney better stop playing with his career. They better stop playing with Devin's career. This need to be the last time he make 135. They better stop fucking around. I'm telling you, bro. Motherfuckers seen this shit before. Ain't none of these new fighters immune to none of these other motherfuckers. It's the same thing when people was talking about with like Diego Corrales, keep trying to make lightweight, Casamayor keep trying to make weight and shit. These motherfuckers couldn't even make the next weight.
Yeah, come on, man. He gonna have a million mandatories after Loma. Yeah, he gonna. I think he should vacate. It just it was a question, within about how to Tank Ryan. How the Tank Haney negotiations gonna go, or what's gonna be the the specs of that fight, because seeing what's going on with Tank. Remember we was kind of discussing yesterday, and you were saying you see Tank, making 35 a lot more times. But if that's true about the negotiations, then at what weight? Because if he didn't want to fight Ryan at anything higher than 136, I know he damn sure ain't gonna want to fight Devin at nothing higher than that. And I don't see Devin fighting Tank at a low weight.
Yeah, that we may not get that fight. But then again, see, this is the thing that people like it's like this. People trying to be the morality police. You trying to be the morality police for some niggas that's doing it for money. You get what I'm saying? Like you trying to right? I'm just saying, right? Motherfuckers is trying to put morals on a situation that where people is money motivated. That don't make sense to me. How can you be money motivated about something? This shit is about money. Y'all niggas is trying to get the biggest bag and ain't for no belts. It's a catch weight and some more shit going on. This fight is about the bag, bro. It's about the bag and it's about a cross-promotional thing. Why people trying to interject, oh, this ain't right? Bro, these niggas doing it for the bag. And that whole point is that Devin Haney fuck around and make 135 for that bag too.
Right. And my thing is with that. My thing is with that too. That's why I keep trying to tell people like, well, he should have made the fight 140. No, if Ryan really wanted to fight at 140, he would fight somebody at 140. This is for money, and he know it, so he gonna take that. He had to be somewhere in the middle with that rehydration and that catch weight, so he can get that money. He ain't stupid.
Yeah. It only makes sense for that to happen with Tank and Ryan. I mean, with Tank and Haney, I think with all the marbles on the line, that's what make the fight bigger. Honestly, if you ask me, as far casual wise. So
this the thing, right? And this is what we got to look at, right? Let's look at a career perspective, right? I'm gonna go off and dive a little bit, right? Talking about a Haney versus Tank matchup I feel like if we having that conversation, then that means we having a conversation that Devin is on PBC. Because I don't think it's no world that Devin Haney is going to be a top-ranked fighter, right? Beat Lomachenko and then play like middle lightweight and 140 games with Tank Davis and still be a top-ranked fighter. So if we assuming that Tank versus Devin could possibly be next, we got to be assuming that Devin has nothing to do with Top Rank and ESPN no more. And I'm just not sure that Devin is going to
look like with them.
Huh?
What does contract look like with them?
This the last fight on the contract, the Loma fight. That's the last fight. Now, to me, right, it just makes sense. Now, if we talking boxing, to me, it just makes sense that Devin beat Lomachenko, Tio and fucking Josh Taylor fight each other. Devin get the winner of that. That just makes sense to me. It's another belt. You done moved up. Now you ain't making hold up. Broadway said catch weight plus rehydration calls. Come on. Again, if it's up to Team Davis, it's no catch weight. If it's up to Team Davis, it's no catch weight. Team Garcia, Golden Boy Promotions is the ones that wanted the catch weight. So take your thumb, put it over the catch weight part, and just say rehydration clause. Come on. If he wasn't chasing money, he would have said, fuck you, I can't make that weight. He's chasing a bag. I'm not gonna be madder than a fighter is for chasing a bag, because all of the energy that Ryan Garcia said about why you draining me and all of this, the negotiating table was the time for that energy, bro. The negotiating table was
Right.
the time to say,
Right.
why the fuck you draining me? Y'all some hoe ass niggas. The contract with the rehydration, he should have not took the fight, then took the contract, posted it, or start talking about how they want to fight, but they want me to rehydrate and they want to catch weight. Team Golden Boy, Team Ryan Garcia is the motherfuckers that want the catch weight, bro. If it's up to Tank, they would have fought at 135. The regular title would have been on the line, and that would have been that. We got our energy. People have their energy misdirected. Stop redirecting the catchweight energy to Tank Davis. It don't go there. They're not the ones that asked for the catchweight.
Man, we got to get Joey up here, man. Joey don't want to holler at us.
Nah, I don't know. Hey, but let me see. I'm gonna drop the link in again. I'm gonna drop the link in at the bottom again. You know what I mean? Just in case anybody want to holler about this topic. This is what I just don't understand this though, man. We seen Canelo fight guys we seen Canelo fight Amir Khan at 156. Nasty work. Was getting beat up until he got knocked out. People still got Canelo in a pound for pound list. We seen Canelo fight Kovalev for his belt with a rehydration clause. 2 months after going to war with Anthony Yard. Nasty work.
It is.
I don't get that, bro. I don't get that. I just don't get that, bro. To me, it don't make sense, man. To me, it don't make sense. Let me see. Yeah, he do. He wanted. My man Rito said he wanted an excuse for getting slept. He wanted. He wanted. What up? What up, Kyle?
Which fight is easier for you to call a winner out of Tank Ryan and Loma Haney? I mean, yeah.
You said Tank Ryan or Loma Haney?
Which fight has a more clearer winner?
I think Loma Haney.
Okay.
Because Ryan got an equalizer. I'm gonna keep it 100. Ryan got an equalizer. I don't give a fuck who you is, Javante, Tank Davis or not. You ain't taking too many of them hands. Like we seen Tank one punch sleep motherfuckers. I seen Ryan do the same thing to multiple guys. He knocked out Duno, smoked Duno, knocked him out. Fonseca smoked him, knocked him out. Knocked out Javier Fortuna. That wasn't just like one punch KO, but you know what I mean? He dropped him a couple times, got him out of there. But I'm talking about one punch, you sleep. So I think that Ryan do got the equalizer. I think that Devin Haney ring IQ is too high for him to just let Lomachenko get on the inside and just get dirty. I like to believe that Devin Haney ring IQ is better than Jermaine Ortiz. And I like Jermaine Ortiz as a fighter, but I like to think that. You know what I'm saying? What my man say? Danny, my man Danny was good. Shout out to my man Danny Ramirez Boxing. He said it makes perfect sense to have Haney versus Davis after their next fights. Haney victory over Loma and Davis victory over Garcia. I don't care if it's for lightweight titles or catchweight. I want to see it. I want to see it too. I want to see it too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
That was-
speak.
Huh?
I was saying that was the birth of my question after reading Danny comment.
Yeah. Nah, I like that.
Hey, speaking of fights after, real quick. I don't mean to switch fighters. In truth, I ain't trying to be funny on this, but what you think after Shakur fight this fight? What you think about him versus Jermaine Ortiz?
He gonna smoke Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, what you think about that fight?
I don't listen, and that was something. That was one of the questions I had for Key, and we're gonna talk about that up here too. Even besides, hold on, I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But I just see some more action here. I see my man Broadway. Let me see my man Gritty. The difference with Canelo is he moves up to a weight and drains them. Tank is fighting at his weight. So Gritty, let me ask you. H Money, shout out to my man H Money in the joint, man. So Gritty, let me ask you. You got a problem with this catch weight from Tank? Do you feel like Gritty? Do you feel like that Tank should be not fighting at a catch weight, or do you have a problem with the rehydration clause? Let me know. Let me know how you feel, my boy. Let me see. I don't know who. Let me see. Oh, word. Hey, see, look. Hey, let me tell you something. Who that? Hey, Cozy. Cowboy Choke. That's my cousin, man. He a troll though. He a troll. That's the family troll. You know what I mean? So he on here. That's family though. He trolling though. He definitely trolling, and he a Bud Crawford lover. Let me see. My man Broadway said, I don't excuse for Canelo for his rehydration. It's wrong. Whoever does it. I don't even like that the IBF had that rule, but at least the IBF does it from the limit, not from 1 pound above the lightweight limit. So Broadway, you should be mad at Team Garcia for not taking this fight at lightweight. That was the original suggestion. Ryan Garcia is not ranked at 140. He told us, and Golden Boy told us, that they would have fought Fortuna at 35, but Fortuna needed the weight. Now, 6 months later, you can't make 135? 6 to 8 months later? It's impossible. I see Devin Haney walking around like a fucking mummy. I see Jermaine Ortiz. I seen Jermaine Ortiz versus Loma looking like a mummy. And now, all of a sudden, you can't make the weight? Come on. See, Ryan thought he was going to play A-side games, and then after the Fortuna fight, he said, oh, he could come up here to 140 to fight me. No, that's not how this shit worked, my boy. And if you was that worried about your weight, like I said, the negotiating table was the time to talk about that. While we mad, he's so mad that he signed the contract. That's wild, crazy work. Ryan Garcia is so mad about a catchweight and a rehydration clause that he signed the contract. That's wild. My man Jay Reddy, A-Side was good. My man H Money, mob in the business. I was on H Money shit last night, man. Listen, again, you know we do the chicken talk shit, man. H Money, he one of them guys, man. If you don't know your boxing, you cannot go on H Money page, man. I'm telling you, motherfuckers will cook you, pack you up over there. Matter of fact, it's a couple guys over there that we done packed up, and I think they're getting ready to get packed up from over there too. But it's all good. we're gonna let. Okay, my man Gritty say he ain't got no issues either. Okay, yeah. What I'm about to say. Okay, now back to your question, Brian. About would you say about Shakur and Jermaine Ortiz?
My bad. I would say after this fight with him, even though we know we're gonna lose, but I think it'll be a better matchup. How you feel about that fight happening?
I think Shakur, right? This what I think about Shakur. I think that, and I agree with Lefty. Lefty brought this up the other day. Shout out to my man Lefty from Chicken Talk. I think he live right now too, doing his betting show. But I think Shakur, after this Yoshino fight, right? Let's say in a perfect scenario, if Devin beat Loma and move up, right? So now you got it's 3 fights at lightweight at that point. If Devin beat Loma, you got 3 fights at lightweight. You got Tank, you got Frank Martin, and that's it for Shakur.
Yeah.
Really, it's only 2 really big fights for him at lightweight. Yeah. So I think that if they wanted to make Shakur versus Jermaine Ortiz for a vacant, cool. If Shakur cannot get a Tank Davis or a Frank Martin fight, I am in favor of Shakur saying fuck 135, moving up to 140, because that's where all Shakur's smoke is at anyway.
So the reason I asked that,
yeah, go ahead.
The reason I asked that because I was asking Gritty last night. Like, of course, I was thinking Frank Martin or Tank, but we know how hard it is for to cross platforms with that. Yeah. So this was an in-house fight, so that's the only reason I was asking about Jermaine. Like, do you think he should go there? But I like what you say. If he can't get one of them two, he should say fuck 135 and just move up. That makes
I think in that undercard boxing said that Shakur versus Williams are paid for the vacant WBC belt. That don't make sense because Oscar just turned down a fight with him, saying that Williams are paid and needed time. And so unless that time was only a couple months, then yeah, I see that's another possible big fight. But again, it's just hard. ESPN, Top Rank, Golden Boy, I don't know how much business they do, right? And I ain't even trying to get into the business, but I think that Shakur should win a vacant or win a belt at 135. And if Loma beat Devin, go fucking beat Loma, become undisputed, move up to 140. But I think that for Shakur Stevenson, if he stay at 135, he's going to be fighting either T.O. or Devin Haney leftovers for his career. He going to be fighting niggas that T.O. beat already, or that Devin beat already, huh?
Right, it's nothing at 35 for him.
It's nothing at 35 for him. He need to let Keyshawn look. He need to let Keyshawn and Murataya and Williams Zepeda and all of these guys that's kind of ushering in this new 135 class. He need to let them go ahead and fight each other, so that he could move up to 140 with the guys that he contemporaries with, the T.O.s, the Devins, you know what I mean? Josh Taylor's, all of that real smoke that's at 140.
He caught up in weight. He caught up in weight.
Yeah, he could. I know he could make. I know Cole could make.
Yeah, he a big boy. He a big boy. So yeah,
Hey,
I agree. I agree with that.
Going off of Broadway, I see Broadway still on the thing, man. Here, another thing, man, that you just mentioned. I gotta say, bro, I fully understand you and agree with you, bro. We shouldn't even have much to say. I don't even know why Ryan's saying something because it's already agreed upon. You agreed on this shit. So
Yeah.
fuck what we gotta say. You shouldn't even be mentioning it. Like Ryan himself shouldn't even be mentioning it because you agreed to it. Like you say, the time to have this conversation was at the table. You know what I'm saying?
I think the rematch about money.
The rematch?
Say this shit.
What rematch?
Yeah, I think the rematch is the rematch for Ryan Garcia.
No. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about the rehydration clause and the catch weight. Like, you know what I mean? That was my man Sibby. Shout out to Sibby, man. Hey Sibby, we got the link in the chat, man. I'm gonna drop it in there again. You know what I mean? Just in case you want to come on, man. Shout out to my man Sibby, man. VA zone. You know what I mean? Boxer trainer, man. He the coach and the best player. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Sibby. But nah, like you right, bro. It's the same thing. Like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like Ryan could have said something at the table. Ryan could have walked away from the fight and then came to say, "Oh, these motherfuckers wanted me to fight a rehydration clause." Like, you know what I mean? And how we know that again? We don't know what the circumstances was. Tank could have said that we could either fight at 135 straight up, but if I give you a hydration clause, if I give you a catch weight, you got to have a rehydration clause. How we know that wasn't the topic of the conversation? Ryan gave it to us how he gave it to us, but we don't know what was the terms and how we came to that point. Again, they could have said, "Hey, listen," Tank could have said, "Either we fighting at 35 straight up, but if we fight at a pound over, I'm putting a rehydration clause on you." And Ryan said, and no matter what was said, Ryan said, "Okay."
But why agree then, Broadway? If you say yes, you can agree and then complain. Why agree? Why not get your complaints worked out first before you agree? That's what
point of negotiations.
Talk business as opposed.
Yeah, he said, "Wow, Ryan can't agree to a one-way meatwash clause." Yeah, I mean, he like he not
he had to agree with whatever to get a fight made.
And guess, I mean, that's how this shit go. Just like Lomachenko, they ain't had no, you know what I mean? Like they didn't put no rematch clause in that shit, and it was what it was. He wanted to fight T.O. again when that shit was over. T.O. dubbed him. Fuck out of here. I think T.O. needs to beat Lomachenko 2 times, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
My bad.
Like he said, like, and that's what Concussed Boxing said. He said they laying the groundwork for an excuse. That's all I see, bro. That's the only thing I see. I didn't see people just laying the groundwork for an excuse already. People already saying it's weight draining. How is it weight draining if this motherfucker ain't made one? If he haven't had an issue making 135, weight draining? Come on. And again, we don't know what the like. Again, we don't know the context of how the rehydration clause came in. Tank might have said, "Yo, I want to fight him straight up at 135. We fighting at 135. That's it."
Nobody would have had nothing to say about weight draining.
Yeah. And maybe it was 135 with no rehydration clause either. 135 straight up. You know what I'm saying? But since you need a catch weight, we need a clause.
And the same thing, Broadway. At the end of the day, after he weighed less than 146, he still could come in at what he want to.
If he didn't agree, Tank wouldn't have fought him. He wanted to assure a win by draining him with a rehydration clause. Again,
he wanted to make sure that it was fair.
No, 1 foot, Boston. So yeah, so what he's saying, again, we don't know, we don't even know the context of which that came about. Let me see. My man Stephen said, it ain't about what we agreed to. It just don't make the win worth much. I mean, that's your personal opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, again, that's an excuse, man. These are excuses for Ryan
when we really being real about it, nothing would have made this not for a belt. It's not for a belt. It's not for no prestige or none of that. It's just for who the best out of the two most popular. That's what the fuck it is, bro. Let's be real. Like, let's be real. It's not like it ain't no historical meaning to this fight. It's a big money fight. That's it. I'm just one of the few guys that I'm cool with what I'm looking at. I'm cool with what they say, looking a gift horse in the face. I'm cool at looking at what's going on, analyzing it, and just seeing it for what it is and moving on. Like, it just is what it is, bro. Ain't no historical fucking nothing about this fight. In fucking 10 years, this fight gonna be on TikTok. They're gonna be like, yo, you remember my man Tank? It's gonna be one of them talked about fights, but it's not gonna have no historical fucking nothing.
Hey, true. So Steven, so you telling me the fight should have been at 140 and so Ryan Garcia can win, right? So that not it would have been worth much. But they came to the negotiating table, met somewhere in the middle, and now it's not worth much. Come on, that's crazy to me. And Tank not even fighting Ryan Garcia where he won. He won at 135.
Hey, let people tell it. If this the case, well then, if you an NBA team or in the NFL in the playoffs, you shouldn't have no such thing as home court advantage. Why? Home court advantage for what? Oh, the playoffs. Oh, y'all won the playoffs? Oh, 2-3-2. Y'all wait? Nah. Why we gotta play 4 games where y'all play at? And 3 games where we play at? That ain't fair. That shit don't make no sense, man. If Ryan didn't want to fight, then don't take the fight. But we arguing about some shit that Ryan signed off on. Like my man Gritty said, man. Let me say, what'd he say? Weight training don't affect young fighters like it do middle-aged and older fighters. Garcia is 24. My man Gritty, pre-excuses is nasty. They know what time it is, man. They know what time it is. And I really believe that's the case. I really believe Tank was like, we fighting at 135. I believe that Golden Boy said, we need a catch weight. And they said, well, fuck, if y'all need a catch weight, we need a rehydration clause. Easy work. And then
they met in the middle with the catch weight.
In the morning, bro, in the morning of the fight, Ryan Garcia got to be 146, bro. That when he walk in the ring, he's still going to be fucking probably 160. Still, bro, he going to be at least 150, 155. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Like they know. Same people, nobody had a problem with the, you know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. Morataya whips all these, Apeda, Pitbull, Lamos, Cambosos. I want to see him in with Jermaine Cole, Frank. He need to be pushed more. Well, I think that I heard that nasty work about Williams Apeda too, and his opponent on the Ryan versus Tank undercard. So, and I wasn't happy about that at all. So I hope that ain't his opponent, but we'll see. Man, so I had Tank winning the guard, so any excuse. What the fuck? Excusing a fighter, putting a catch weight in a rehydration clause is nasty. Again, Broadway, we don't know. We don't know the context. They might have wanted to fight straight up. Ryan said catch weight. They said rehydration clause. They said okay. They said okay. We don't know. Word, right? And let Ryan blow up the junior middleweight. Come on, man. That's like this the thing, right? I think people see that Tank is such a dynamic fighter that I think they want him to lose. Like they looking for they looking for the odds to tip the scale in the other way so they could be on the edge of their seats while they fighting. While the Ryan and Tank is fighting, I think motherfuckers want to be on the edge of their seats and see Tank lose. Like it's really about seeing Tank lose. I'm not a fan of the catchweights either. I don't like that shit. Personally, I don't, because I feel like the more catchweights it is, the more people could sit back and talk about the belts don't mean nothing. That's why I'm not a big fan. We got enough weight classes, bro.
Well, all the what ifs and shit.
Yeah, over all the what ifs, man. Let me slide down here. Hey, man, shout out to my man Ryan from Boxing Gyms, man. What's going on, man? Hey, Saul, what up, man? What's going on? Shout out to Boxing Gyms. Hey, if you a casual or if you a hardcore, man, Boxing Gyms is the fucking channel to follow, man. He break down all of these fights, man. He telling you about these fighters. I'm pretty sure you could go in there and get your favorite fighter and get some tape broken down on him so that when you talking boxing, you could talk intelligently, man. Shout out to my man Boxing Gyms, man. He in the building. Appreciate you, my boy.
I just got hit to him the other day, man. Good pay.
Yo, Boxing, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Boxing Gyms is for sure one of them channels, bro. for sure. 100%.
Nah, no question it is.
I think a big money fight is a cop out though. Fights are big money nowadays because they have some significance. I don't know, Boston. I don't know how you feel it's a cop out. I mean, that's what it is. It's just a big money fight. I don't think that this fight. I'm a true boxing fan, and whether you want to say like a purist or whatever, I'm into fights having meaning. Like all of this catchweight shit, like this fight for me, it's a good fight for sure. I'm gonna tune in for sure. I'm gonna watch. But this fight with Ryan and Tank, it don't mean nothing. It's just a money grab. That's it. You want to say who the best out of what? You're not the champion. Devin Haney is the best. Devin Haney is the champion. If that's the case, go fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Which Ryan had the opportunity to do, but he never did it. Come on, man. We picking and choosing for a motherfucker that be picking and choosing.
Right.
There's a lot of fighters in the past that use catch weights and rehydration clauses. If you don't give Tank credit for this victory, then you can't give it to a lot of fighters. Well, then Canelo then remove Canelo off the pound for pound list because he had mad catch weight fights. Floyd had catch weight fights. All of that shit. I'm sure Oscar had some catch weight fights. Like, it is what it is. Matter of fact, remember when Manny Pacquiao and fucking Oscar De La Hoya? Man, let me see. Spit Bucket Podcast. It is what it is. This ain't a title fight. Let's just enjoy the entertainment since y'all odds all be on boxing. I had Tank winning before. Now I really got Tank winning. Casual dream fight. Yeah, man. Shout out to Spit Bucket Podcast, man. When we was in Dallas, we had a suite right next to his, man. I seen that championship belt up, man. So, shout out to them guys, man. They ain't in the meeting. They not meeting in the middle. Laugh my ass off, take off the rehydration clause, and I wouldn't have a problem with that much. I feel you, Broadway, but I think if the rehydration clause got to go, well, then the catch weight got to go. And I'm sure Team Ryan wanted the catch weight, so that is what it is in itself.
Regardless of what, I got Tank winning regardless. That's I was mad about all the shit because now it's a lingering excuse. When Tank do win, that Ryan got drained when he ain't even need none of that. Tank ain't need none of that.
Yeah, and this a perfect quote right here, Rito. Why if you a 140 pounder and we know 140 is top 3 divisions in boxing, why you ain't fucking with that smoke up there? See, this is what I'm telling y'all, man. It's about to get dark because Ryan Garcia done stepped himself up too far. He about to get knocked the fuck out, and then when he wake back up and go into that 140 division, the first time he gets some real challenge there, he's going again. I'm telling you, man, this shit about to be short work. I'm telling you, it's about to be short work for Ryan Garcia. He should have waited for this fight, or he should have just, you know what I mean? He should have stuck to the division that he was at, that he never fought in, that he's not ranked at. Know what I mean? It's about to be nasty work, man. I'm not trying to be, I don't believe in a guy like that. And at the end of the day, he's going to lose the Tank. Then he's going to fight at 140, and he's going to lose again once he fight one of them guys like Richardson Hitchens or fucking a Devin Haney when Devin Haney get up there, or Josh Taylor or fucking Regis Prograis or one of them guys. That shit not going to work, man. That's not going to work. I'm not jacking that, bro.
The only stipulation was the rehydration clause. I'm responding to Brick Squad. Remember that catch weight was Ryan's stipulation.
Yeah, listen, that's what people not understand. Again, it's easy to take a quote and blow the quote up, but once everybody calm down and get the context of what we talking about. Ryan just said, why you a catch weight rehydration clause? Y'all wanted the catch weight. The fight was supposed to be at the Tank Davis wanted the fight at 135. Y'all wanted the catch weight. The catch weight came with a rehydration clause. We giving, you gonna give. Golden Boy said, okay. We're not gonna put Jaime Muguia in there with nobody. Okay. We're not gonna put Zerto in there with nobody. Okay. We're not sure if Bug gonna sign with us yet. Okay. Ryan didn't take that fight in January like he should have, and I wanted him on that card. Okay. Ryan signed his fucking contract. Come on, man. That's it.
And then complain about it.
They signed that shit. They know what's up, man. Them guys, they know what's up. We'll say we'll break. Let me see. some point I would use about Canelo. Nobody even talks about the Canelo weight anymore, and he gets all of the credit for those fights. So if Ryan agreed, it is what it is. Facts. 156, 155, 156. I think, right? 156. Ain't that it? And that's the magic weight, the magic number he had Amir Khan at while Amir Khan was winning that fight before he got him out of there. Come on, man. People talk about Canelo. Motherfuckers be saying Canelo is one of the best ever Mexican fighters ever. Come on. I mean, and I respect Canelo. I got respect for Canelo. But what fighter that has Canelo beat while they was in their prime? Danny Jacobs? The fuck is we talking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cotto was Cotto at the time. Angulo was Angulo. Kirkland was Kirkland. Like, Austin Trout, that was a good win for sure. Austin Trout, great win. Golovkin, all of those fights except for them last, both of the first two fights was either way. I think Golovkin for sure won the first one. I personally think Golovkin won the second one, but I could see somebody going back and forth. Canelo don't even have a clear win over somebody that's in their prime.
He split with what? Trout or Lara?
Sorry, Caleb Plant. Plant.
He split with Trout or Lara.
You said he do what?
He had a split decision with Trout or Lara. Which one was it?
I think Lara. Might have been both. I'm not sure though. I'm sure. I think for sure Lara. I know he ain't UD Lara. You know what I mean? But you know, let me see. What Boston say? I think we give Tank credit regardless. But any stipulations suck. Yeah, I think the fight should have just been at 135. We probably wouldn't have got no stipulations. Truth. If you think Ryan's so whack, then why does Tank need stipulations? We talked about that. I'm not sleeping on Ryan yet. Even if he loses, which I think he will, he gives Tank some work. I'll be excited for his future. Yeah, I'm gonna be excited for his future too, since he can't make 135 no more. Let's see. And you know what? Again, this is the money play that I'm talking about. This is the money play, right? Because now, once Ryan get a taste of this pay-per-view money, you think he about to go back and fight whoever on the zone? Why they on Golden Boy? Why they on a month-to-month contract with the zone? Niggas is leasing the zone. Let him fuck around and miss a bill. Let him fuck around and miss a direct deposit to the zone, and you won't see they fight on the app no more. Fuck it.
Yo, put it down.
Ain't crazy, bro.
Jump in and jump out, man. That was some salmon bites.
Let me ask y'all this real quick.
Good.
So you know in football how they be having like what they call it, chalkboard or whiteboard. Don't you know what I mean? Like don't give them no motivation with it. You know what I mean? Like say you coming up on the game, they're like, man, don't give them no ammo type shit.
Yeah.
Do you think that shit is in boxing? Because remember when he was like, what else you got besides the left hook? You ain't got no footwork. You ain't got that. He was like, thank you for letting me know everything I got. Now I know what I need to do.
Nah, because in boxing, it's only me and you. When you say don't let them get no ammo, that's because it's a team of multiple motherfuckers. It's 11 guys that get to play at one time. So that one guy, you might could turn up that one guy. Boxing is me and you. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You got to fight this fight. And unless I forget my intangibles, that's the only way this shit gonna go different. You know what I mean? Some guys get up for certain fights. Yeah, I think, you might get up for one fight more than you get up for another. I think Tank will get up more for Ryan than he got for Hector. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but at the same time, it still is what it is. I'm not saying that you're wrong, James. The Canelo stuff is unfair too. He split with Lara. Billy Joe.
Not giving to Billy Joe. Hell no.
No, we're not doing that. No. I ain't gonna look, Steph. I went to that fight too. I was at the Canelo Billy Joe fight, but we ain't gonna do that. We're not doing that. We ain't gonna do that.
What was that fight at Vegas?
No, that was in Dallas. That was at the Cowboys. That was 73,000. That was impressive to me. I know some of them tickets were super cheap, but putting 73,000 in Jerry's World in the middle of the pandemic, that was fire. That shit was now. I never been a part of no event that was that huge like that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin RBs. It was good, cuzzo. The guy everybody praising now, playing. Just because Canelo did it, don't make it right either. Nah, I'm not saying that it don't make it right, but Canelo was a habitual line stepper. You know what I'm saying? Canelo got his own weight class, 156. We know what Canelo do. Again, I'm just saying, don't criticize Tank for putting the rehydration clause, and we don't know what. Now, this is where I would have an issue. If this fight was at 135 and Tank still just wanted to put a rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia, then I may have a problem with that. I might be like, yo, why the fuck you fight at 135? Why are you putting rehydration clause on this guy and he coming down to your weight class? But the minute you go from 135 to 135.1, I can't jack it, man. I can't jack it. Cuz hey, my cousin RBZ just got up in here. What's good, cuz?
What's goody with you, cuz?
Chilling, man. You already know. How you feel about this Tank Ryan catchweight rehydration clause?
The rehydration clause.
Yeah.
I think it's weird to me since Tank already fought at 140. You feel me? Ryan 2 fights. Well, he like 2 fights away from 135.
Yeah, but see again. So again, my issue, like I was saying earlier, was that when he fought at 140, Barrios was the champion, and that was a one-off. Immediately after that, he relinquished the belt. He came down, he got a regular belt, even though most of us don't respect the belt that he got at 140 because it was a Reggie. Most of us don't respect the belt that he got at 135 because it's a Reggie. But the fact of the matter is, he's a lightweight fighter, campaigning at lightweight. Ryan Garcia not ranked at 140. He told us in the Fortuna fight that I was going to fight Fortuna at 135, but Fortuna needed the 5 pounds. Tank is the A side. A side call the shots. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And truly, I think they wanted to fight at 135, but since they wanted the catch weight, they wanted the rehydration clause. I
think Tank could beat him. It don't matter what weight, because I think that Tank is just a superior fighter. But I just think he the A side, so it's terms that you got to agree with if you want to fight this guy. I mean, he's the big star. You about to make the bag. You about to get the notoriety off of him. So you got to agree to his terms. But I just why? But it is what it is.
Hey, but RBC.
I don't think Ryan better than Tank at no weight class, so it really don't matter to me.
RBC, you said that Ryan 2 fights removed from 135, but shit, Tank 3 fights removed from 140 after that? So I mean, it's kind of equal to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I for sure think it's equal. This nigga, bro.
Yeah, you make sense. You make sense. That makes sense. It is. It's like it's an even playing field since you did put it like that. It is.
We can tell Broadway not a fan of.
You always say shout out to your cousin. He
don't like that shit.
I just don't like these rehydration clauses. I don't like it. Like me as a fan of the sport, I don't like it.
And I was making a difference because again, one thing about me, I do my best, and I don't fashion myself as no hypocritical person. You know what I'm saying? And so I looked at the closest model that we got to what's going on right now is the Conor Ben and Chris Eubank situation, where they was coming at a wild catch weight, and they was coming in also at a fucking rehydration clause, and this motherfucker was doing steroids. You get what I'm saying? But again, they both agreed to that because they both was trying to get to the bag. Like, I could feel a type of way, but Eubank, first of all, Eubank signed the contract. On top of him signing the contract, Eubank was bold enough, even when a fight was called off, the nigga still made the weight and showed us on Instagram and Twitter, showed us that he came waiting on that weight. He was ready to do it still. So I respect it. But again, like, I think a lot of people is just they missing the fact that this shit ain't just come through no fax machine. These dudes is going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
And Tank was like, I should have made you fight at featherweight. So you know that's something. He know he using. He know that's a weapon that he got that he using. He wouldn't have said that. Like he said, I should have made you fight at featherweight. Like he know that's his leverage that he using against them. But it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. He the A side, he the star. So you got to come to his world.
But I'm saying, which I wanted Ryan to have the weight and the height. Like, God damn, the gloves.
He's not even that bigger than Tank.
He not that big.
He's not even that bigger than him.
He not that bigger, but the reach is crazy.
I thought he was way bigger than Tank.
I thought he was too, but at the face off, I'm like, oh, he not that taller, but he got some length, a little bit of length over him.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all want him to have every damn thing. Might as well be grinding
That's what
ASAP.
I was saying.
Nah.
Look, I think if it was Ryan fighting, Ryan would have did the exact same thing. I personally think that. Concuss was good, my boy.
Well, he would have made him come up to 140 and all that too.
Yeah, Ryan would have he would have had a stipulation in his favor, just like his fucking CEO did with Floyd Mayweather.
Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side, True. If the fight go over about 8-9 rounds and it turned out to be a good fight before Ryan floored him, it lined up for a good rematch. Regardless of the rematch clause, after about 2, 3, 4 more fights down the line, it lined up for a good rematch because the same reasons that we say Ryan fans or whatever gonna be able to use as an excuse gonna be the same reasons that walk us into a rematch. You get what I'm saying? So if it's a good fight, at least we know we'll see it twice because we know Ryan gonna be saying, "Damn, you drained me" or whatnot. And later on down the line, they probably gonna be comfortably in the same weight class.
Word. I'm sorry.
So I mean, I think we go good with that one.
Word,
I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. With Ryan ahead on the scorecards until about round 7 or 8, slightly ahead on the scorecards until he eating the canvas.
Yeah, Ryan, man, I'm just trying to think. I don't know.
And I don't like that about Tank. Like, I don't like that. Where everybody's saying Ryan gonna be. Why is the less skilled fighter gonna be ahead on the scorecards? Like, I don't like that about Tank. He's the more skilled fighter, as everybody say. He got all these skills, but why do he let these guys take over the fight the way he
But
do?
it's a strategy.
That shit not gonna work for everybody, man.
But let's be honest. Tank don't even lose more than 5 rounds in the fight, if that. You know, like some of them joints be like 4 rounds or some shit.
He better not lose more than 5 rounds. If he lose 5 rounds, he won't be getting it.
I know, but that's my thing. Like people think that Tank would be losing the whole fight until he knocks somebody out. That's not true at fucking all. That's not true at all.
Listen, I don't want to talk. I don't like to open my gifts before Christmas, and I look at it like I say that to say this. Like we could say what we want about him starting late, but he knocked everybody out. He knocked his last 17 and 18 out, and then this one guy that he didn't knock out was Isak Cruz because he broke his hand and he outboxed Isak Cruz with one hand for like 8 rounds. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's a strategy. Lomachenko, if I think even Lomachenko start out slow. If Lomachenko would have started 1 round earlier, that Tio would have never beat him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
And to that point too, I think a lot of people, not saying you are Bees, I'm talking about other people in general. They think Tank is like a monolithic fighter. That boy can do everything in the ring. I mean, he taking what's working so far. Ain't nobody stopped this shit yet. So if he can gather information on you for about 4, 5, 6 rounds and then knock your ass out, that's what you know. Give him
that's what he do. It's been working for him. I agree with you. I think Tank, he showed me he really have great boxing skills. Like, I just don't like seeing Tank down on the cards and having to go for the knockout.
I agree.
I don't like that. I don't like it. He's too talented for that shit, man.
Let's look at it like this. Maybe he won't allow himself to go down on the scorecards if he feel like he won't be able to get you out of there. If he feel like he able to get you out of there sooner or later, then he probably don't give a fuck about the scorecards. But if he feel like he got to box you, maybe we would see him start a little faster. I think we about to see right now if they're gonna implement that into their game plan against Ryan against Ryan, because I think that's one of the main things that they're getting told about. So
I think a slow start against Ryan is bad.
It's terrible.
Honestly. He's too dangerous. He's too dangerous. We could say, oh yeah, Tank is the better this, he's the better that, but we can't act like Ryan can't really go in there and hurt that boy.
Nah, I think he could.
I love Tank, but he start too slow. And Ryan, who Tank fought that had fast hands like Ryan? He fought. Rolly was touching Tank, and his speed is nowhere near Ryan's. That's why I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Like Rolly is awkward, but he's slow. He's super slow, and I don't I don't think that Tank gonna start this fight slow just because of the things that Ryan possessed.
Hey, RBZ, look, but with Rolly though, Rolly a little crazy. He was trying to walk Tank down. I don't think Ryan Garcia gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna walk each other down in this fight.
And look,
I think they're gonna fill each other out for a few rounds.
And Brian, Tank a mover. Ryan, just like my man Gritty said, Ryan gonna be tripping over them 2 left feet trying to move with Tank, bro. Listen, this the thing. Like, this is perfect because I don't think Ryan footwork is good enough. So if he come out fast and Tank is on the back foot, Tank gonna walk him into something early, and it's gonna be over early. I don't listen. This is the thing. We keep talking about Ryan and taking one of Ryan. I don't think Ryan could take a Tank punch. I don't think, like, even some of the shit that Tank was hitting Hector Garcia with earlier before Hector Garcia went out, I don't think Ryan could stand up to that shit. I don't think so. I think the first time he clearly catch Ryan Garcia on his shit, he's gonna wobble. I don't think Ryan it's a fan, like, this shit is, I can't even fathom a fight where these niggas exchanging. I can't see it. If you can see it, then tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't see Tank and Ryan exchanging for 2 or 3 rounds. No way. I think I don't think he could do it. Maybe I'm not.
I don't know, cuz. I don't know, man.
I just don't think.
Because look, if that shit would have never happened with Luke Campbell, nobody would be like, everybody just think because of that incident that happened with Luke Campbell that Ryan is just like he chinny. Just like niggas think Crawford chinny because of the mean machine and the Gamboa situation. That mean you just got caught with a good shot.
But the thing is, cuz before that, we never seen Ryan chin tested before that. We never seen his chin tested before that. In the minute a nigga really landed some solid shit, he went right down. And I'm not saying that he chinny. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying personally, I'm not sure if Ryan Garcia got what it takes to be standing up and just exchanging with Tank. Like, oh
yeah, he got to prove it to us. He got to prove it. He got to prove it.
He
got to prove it.
Exchange with Tank. I mean, who does have that? Nobody. In exchange with Tank. You know, and especially
no. We saw for fucking 6 rounds, Hector Garcia was exchanging with Tank Davis, bro.
And then we saw what happened with Hector.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think Ryan could do that for 6 rounds.
Do that. Okay,
I don't think it could be a span of 3 or 4 rounds where we sitting back like, whoa, shit, we got to fight.
Look what it cost Hector, though. He paid for that.
No, he did pay for it. But again, I just can't see in my mind me sitting next to whoever I'm sitting next to for that fight, looking at them like, God damn, we got a fight on our hands right now. What? No, nigga, no. As soon as they touch him up, he's out of there.
But when he exchanged with Hector wasn't getting the better end of those exchanges, bro.
He was hitting Tank with good body work and all of that. Yo,
he caught some, but you could tell that if somebody was gonna go down from them exchanges, it wasn't gonna be Tank.
Yeah, but the thing is too, like, it's certain shit that Tank be doing that make me feel like somebody could knock him down. Sometimes when your punch is too fast, Tank could turn his whole head around. Tank could be like this, and he see your shit coming and can't move, he'll do like this. It was a couple times in that fight that Tank turned around and Hector Garcia punched the back of his head. Not because it was a dirty punch, it was a straight punch, but Tank was doing this shit, turning around. So I think that in some of the exchanges that Hector Garcia did get the best. I think he did. Not all of them. Some of them exchanges, he got the best of Tank. Now, there's still the same thing still happened. I just can't see me sitting next to nobody April 22nd, looking them in the eye like, God damn, we got a fight on our hands. I don't see that.
As soon as that somebody going down, huh?
What do you say?
Somebody going down as soon as the exchanges start.
No, it's not. I mean, again, I think Ryan is a good fighter. I think he got a great left hook. I think he mean well, but at the end of the day, I think they should have developed that young man and let him get some real fights in before they put him in with a guy like this. Because even if he have a good showing, because the money that he gonna get from this fight, he not going to 140 and fighting nobody bottom of the barrel. That motherfucker might go back to Golden Boy and say, set up a pay-per-view fight with Devin Haney or some shit like you don't know what they go. You know what I mean? He want this bread. He did it for the money. He did it for the money. So now,
if you go down that money route, it may not last that long.
In 140, not the division of who he gonna do? He gonna fight Regis? He gonna fight Subriel. He gonna fight Richardson Hitchens. He gonna it's not it at 140. It's clear that you ducking. At 140, with all of the names and all of the guys that fight there, it's clear that you don't want to fight somebody. It's gonna be clear. It's gonna to me.
Man, so no, is no way we could go to the fight if we got to send our ladies to the Beyonce concert. It's either the fight or the concert. No, he asked, was you and Broadway gonna be in the building? Broadway not gonna be there. Broadway don't want to see a weight drain fighter.
Nah, who said that? Who asked we were gonna be in the building?
See Manzo.
Oh no, we ain't going there, Crystal. We can't do that. But Crystal, yeah, that's Crystal. But Crystal, we're gonna be in the building for Shakur and Yoshino. I'm definitely in that joint, Crystal. Nah, man, but my man say he hoped the undercard decent. I heard some. Now this is just whispers. I could just talk as I ain't hear this from nobody official, so it's not like I'm giving sources out. But I heard that it's gonna be Isaac Cruz versus Giovanni Cabrera. I heard that's going to be on the Tank undercard. I heard Jose Uzcategui versus David Morrell. I don't know how true these is. So
you got them Rick Glazer sources?
Yeah, I got Rick Glazer sources. You heard?
Hey, they going.
Hey, my bad, y'all. I had to mute real quick, but
y'all heard that news? With Fury and Usyk, they both have informed the WBA that they have agreed to terms for an undisputed WBA, WBC, all of the sanctioning bodies, heavyweight world title fight on the 29th at Wembley Stadium.
April? April?
April 29th. The WBA will not be ordering Usyk versus Dubois. He agreed to the 70-30. And he agreed to if Fury win, he got to donate $1 million to the Ukraine. That was the agreement. He said, I'll agree to the 70-30, but if you win, you got to donate $1 million to the Ukraine. Yeah.
I'm telling y'all now, Ukraine ain't getting that money.
Ukraine ain't getting they went fast with this fight,
I think
bro.
Fury gonna beat him.
About this shit on the gram today.
I think Fury gonna beat the shit out of Usyk. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, not y'all, but what the people say.
All you gotta do is lay on him, man.
Hey, real quick, I had a mute for a minute. I heard y'all talking, but that be my whole point when people be like, well, Tank, he got touched up in his last fight. Nigga, that's a good thing. We know that Tank can take punches. He always takes some punches. I ain't never seen Ryan Garcia standing there and take no punches yet. So we gonna see how this come out.
And I think it's far-fetched to think that Tank not gonna punch on him, bro. I just think it's far-fetched to think like Ryan gonna come in here, throw some shadow left hook, and Tank gonna go to sleep, and everybody gonna be screaming. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think the minute Tank land a decent body punch, he gonna, you know what I mean? He gonna make that face, bro. The minute Ryan make a face, it's over. If he make a face, it's over. His poker face better be nasty. Oh, yeah, my man Jims, yeah, for sure. I was just thinking about that, Jims. I'm like, damn, I know it's a fight on that day. So Fury, Usyk on the same day as Ortiz Stanionis, that's fire. The week after Tank?
That's nasty work. That's nasty work, bro. They just fucked up Ortiz Stanionis bad.
No, that's because they fighting with a day. You know, they fighting over
it is gonna be a different time.
Like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so we're gonna have an action-packed day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Fight the same day?
What do you say? Ortiz and Stanionis. They fight that same day.
You going to that one, Drew?
I'm still.
Yeah, April 10th, right?
Yeah. April 29th.
Yeah, because it's on the bet joint on DraftKings. That's how I knew it. They got Fury Usyk.
Nah, they be putting shit on DraftKings that ain't official too.
Yeah, it has Spence Crawford on there.
Yeah.
Well, but that's official though, by the way.
Floyd Schofield on the undercard. I heard Floyd Schofield was supposed to be fighting Toka Khan Clary. I don't know how true that is, but hey, these just names I'm throwing out. I could be wrong. Who knows, right? We could see. I heard that he might be fighting Toka Khan Clary, that Shakur fought like at some other fucking weight class, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I might. Let me see. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a good day, though, bro. That's definitely gonna be a good day. So Ryan Tank on the 22nd, the next week, Fury Usyk. This shaping up to be a good year so far, man. It's only one fight that we need. I ain't gonna say the fight because y'all know what it is, and we'll talk about it when if it ever come up. But it's only one more fight that we need, and that'll probably put that could probably put 2023 as probably one of the best years in boxing in the last, I wouldn't say for sure 10 years. You know
We
what I mean?
getting that fight. Get that money ready. We getting that fight.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I hope motherfuckers have to put some respect on Spectrum Cable name. I hope that is the case.
You know,
They put some respect on Spectrum Cable.
They ain't announced that Berman fight yet, man. We getting that fight. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Spectrum ain't gonna tell us no bullshit.
Who?
Spectrum.
Hey, Spectrum ain't gonna tell us no bullshit. Spectrum Cable said June, man.
Right, they don't give a fuck.
Look, and you heard Steven Espinoza. You heard Steven Espinoza just say that. Steven Espinoza just said that Bud and Earl focused on each other, and my girl Chris said them 20 days that he got to negotiate with Roach almost up, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
But you remember, hey Brian, you remember I came on here and I read the WBO little shit, right?
I remember that. I remember that.
Yes, come on, man. I'll be knowing a little bit, man. I'll just be watching, but I'll be trying, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it a buck. Ortiz for Stanionis is a beat down for Stanionis easy. So you think Virgil gonna beat him down easy, or you think Stanionis gonna beat down? Are you saying that Stanionis? Man, I don't know that. But as much discrediting as people like to do for these titles, like Ryan said, the titles don't matter. That title fight between Stanionis and Ortiz is a good fucking matchup.
Facts.
Good fucking matchup.
Facts. Be word to mother.
And on top of that, even if Haney won that 135 belt and decided to stay at lightweight and didn't get the Tank fight, Tank versus Frank Martin for that regular WBA strap is a good fucking matchup. For sure. I'm not arguing with none of them fights. Never. I wouldn't dare argue with neither one of them fights. I got to see if I'm still going to concuss, man. I don't know, man. I got Stanionis beating Virgil. Personally, I'm not going to lie to you. I really think Stanionis going I think Stanionis going to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Personally, that's just what I think. I think he get the job done, but we'll see.
Stanionis beat Boots.
Can Stanionis beat Boots?
I think,
but I think that I think Boots is too good of a boxer. And I think that's where Boots go wrong. I think Boots go wrong when he was talking about the whole Mike Tyson stuff last fight. But even me just being in that building, that crowd went crazy when Boots came out there. He came out to that little Uzi shit. I think Boots was pressed trying to put a fight on and trying to put a show on. And if you watch any tape of Cameron Chukazian, he never, I swear to God, that dude never fought like that. His whole career, he never fought like that. Know what I mean? So that's like looking at somebody like Lara. You look at Lara in the Canelo fight, ain't no way you could tell me that he fight the way he fought versus Jared Herder. We never seen that. Sometimes it be like that. Some motherfuckers are going in a different bag for different people. Concuss Boxing is saying Virgil easy. Let me ask you a question, Concuss. Out of Virgil and Stanionis, who got the better win on their resume? Who has the better win on their resume? Virgil or Stanionis? You put both of them guys together, right? Virgil, you got Mighty Mo, who was really like that at 140, but 147, obviously he just lost to fucking Blair Cobbs again, so we see what his level is. Sam Vargas, who got knocked out by Conor Benn in one round. We know Conor Benn was on the whatever he was on, the eggs, right? Michael McKinson, who was like 21-0 with 5 knockouts. Who else? Mean Machine, who had been knocked out multiple times before. But who was the better guy? Not multiple times, excuse me. He got knocked out by Bud before that fight, and he had a long layoff, and then got knocked out by Virgil. Yeah, I think Stanionis got. He said, let me see. Stanionis just had stomach surgery. He was about to fight a vicious body puncher in Virgil. Well, he didn't have stomach surgery. He had his appendix removed. I've had my appendix removed, And truthfully, the pain that you in while you going through the appendix removal, why it's bothering you, is bad. But after the fight, I mean, after the shit, you heal up pretty well. I still got my cool little what you call that joint? I don't know. Let me see. Let me do it. I still got my cool
war room is what you're trying to say,
huh?
War
My
room.
my appendix war room. You know what I mean? I still got that joint myself. So trust me, that shit ain't no joke. If you ever had your appendix taken out, you know that shit is to die for. So that shit ain't no joke. But nah, I think Stanionis is gonna be ready. But again, like Khaled, Stanionis not a body puncher. Like this is a matchup, and I hope I see my man Jim's down there. He laughing at the stand. Oh, my bad. McKinson was 21-0 with 2 knockouts. Excuse me, right? But and I hope Boxing Gyms do a breakdown on this fight. I mean, I'm sure he will. You know, he does all the big fights. You know what I'm saying? Let me make a gritty said a C-section mark. Nah. But nah, man. I think with this fight with Stanionis and Virgil, man, I think it's two guys that do much of the same. Now, I do think that Virgil is more explosive than Stanionis, but I remember when we interviewed Stanionis on Chicken Talk, shout out to my man Lefty, Stanionis was saying how he was having hand issues, like in the Delorme fight, he was having hand issues and he wasn't able to get over his hand issues. But I guess one good thing about his recent layoff was that he was able to fully heal his hand. And my man, okay. So you know what? Somebody sent that shit to me. Matter of fact, go on Boxing Gym's channel. It's up. The Stanionis and Virgil joint is up. It's up. So go on my man Boxing Gym's channel. Watch that. Break that down. Like, comment, subscribe on my man Boxing Gyms. Go to my man Patreon because they be fucking hating on him when he be putting up the fights. Do all the copyrights and all the extra flags and tags and bags and all that other bullshit. So go to my man Boxing Gyms joint. Like, comment, subscribe. Check that joint out, and definitely jump on my man Patreon too. Let me see. I think Mean Machine win better than anything Stanionis has done. You're crazy. Listen, and you know what's crazy? I'm glad you said that, Concuss, because I've been hearing rumors that Butayev is supposed to fight Mean Machine next. Butayev is gonna wipe him down within 6 rounds. I'm telling you, bro. Butayev is one of them guys still. He not to be fucked with. Butayev is gonna wipe Stanionis down. I mean, not Stanionis. He gonna wipe Mean Machine nose for sure. I got Virgil unless he let his ego get the best of him and give Stanionis an inside fight. We'll see. I think for sure he's gonna let his ego get the best of him, but we definitely gonna see because when he got hurt by Kowalski, that's the first thing he did. He waved him right in. Now, I mean, now we know Kowalski wasn't no 12-round fighter, so we knew what was gonna happen. But yeah, for sure. Let me see. The first full-fledged welterweight Virgil has ever fought. Thinking he just gonna go in there and bully Stanionis is silly. Stanionis will be too much for Virgil, in my opinion. Hey, that's what I think too. I'm not saying.
So you just said you knew somebody wasn't a 12-round fighter, right? Mm-hmm. So you knew what was gonna happen. So yeah. Therefore, you know what's gonna happen tomorrow, then, right?
Hey, but you know what?
I'm just saying.
Listen, my original pick, I picked Tim Tszyu by knockout, right? But just to be fair, I forgot who the first loss my man Tony took. Let me look that up real quick. My man Tony Harrison, because I was making a point with Tony. Let me see.
Hey Kyle, you gonna be sad when that continues to lose.
I ain't gonna be sad, man. I think Tony is the better boxer, but I think the gas tank issue, Willie Nelson.
Okay, so Willie Nelson was as big as Tony. Jarrett Hurd was as big as Tony. Jamel Charlo, couple inches shorter, but was as big as Tony. Those was the 3 guys that he lost to and the 3 guys that knocked him out, right? The only thing that I'm saying is that he's bigger than Tim Tszyu. We haven't seen nothing from Tim Tszyu but aggression. Now, I think he's a good body puncher again, but he got to prove himself. Like, both of these guys Tony got to show us that he could for sure do this 12-round thing with a guy that's going to keep coming forward with that pressure, like Jarrett Hurd did, like Willie Nelson did, shit like that. But my first mind is telling me Tim Tszyu by late knockout. That's just my first mind. I'm not sure that Tony could. Even in the Sergio Garcia fight, Tony was slowing down in. If that shit would have been 12 rounds, who knows what would have happened in 11 and 12? Because Tony was slowing down. 9 and 10, Tony was slowing down for sure. You know what I mean? Tony is a good boxer, but when you really, really, really get to watching Tony Harrison, he get hit. He get hit. He a good boxer. I wouldn't say he controlled distance the best, but he's a good fighter. But Tony get hit too. And it's hard for me to see this young boy unless he done got in Tim Tszyu head and really just like, now, man, you know how sometimes you got Tim Tszyu because shit, he had me questioning Tim Tszyu. Yo, that motherfucker Tony, he talked me out of thinking Tim Tszyu was going to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You see, what I recommend as a good Stanionis performance. I mean, shit, you could go. I like the Butayev fight. He had a tough fight against Delorme, but he said himself whether it was an issue. He said it had yeah, he said he had the issue during the Delorme fight. But yeah, Delorme got Stanionis got a couple good fights. Look at the Butayev fight.
The first fight I seen with him was the Deloach fight.
Yeah, he knocked him out too.
Yeah, he knocked him out late in the fight.
In the bubble, yeah.
That's what made me say, okay, he a little forced to reckon with. But I don't got him against Virgil. I think that
it's a 50-50 fight. Virgil could for sure knock him out. I'm not even going to sit here and just be like, yeah, Stanionis is going to wipe Virgil down or shit like that. But you know how it go, man. And my man Boston said, I got the MA legend on my chest. Hey, listen, man. Marvin Hagler is the North legend, man. You know what's going on with Marvin, bro. Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
Hey, True. Let me ask you. I got a question for you. Though. I know you went live last week. What you think of Trayvon, right?
I told you I like Trayvon, man. I think he one of my favorite up and coming prospects. Especially on that PBC side. I'm heavy on Trayvon and I'm heavy on Michael Angeletti. And now that I just seen Elijah Garcia, who I should be interviewing next week. I'm heavy. I fuck with. I like the style.
The only thing I didn't like with Trayvon, which was great because I know the vet was trying to come out and get him out of there, right? I don't like he started too early fighting in that pocket like that, man. I know he got more than. I know he could do way more than that.
But let me say this,
not so early. Not so early.
But Brian, let me tell you this. First of all, it was a lot of tension the day before, even beyond the tension from the day before, right? If you got a fighter that ain't fought since 2020. You get what I'm saying? You fresh. You the younger fighter. You the fresher fighter. And this motherfucker ain't fought since 2020 in the bubble, and he got knocked out by Stanionis then. Your best bet is to not let a veteran get in a
Yeah. I'm with you on that. That's why I said
I think that him going out there and attacking him immediately was the best game plan, and it worked. He took a couple shots, but he got the knockout he was looking for.
And I'm with that. I'm with that with this fight because, like I said, the vet. I think he was going to try to come and spoil you all that up and coming prospect bullshit. But But my thing is, don't get used to that. I mean, we know you could do it, but don't get used to doing it because look at Jared Hurd. And, him and Jared Hurd, they've been sparring together lately. They work out with it. Don't get used to it. That's all I'm saying.
But I think even as much or as more than Jared Hurd is, he sparred my man Mike Fox a lot. And I know he just ended exchanging with him. And I think them guys is pretty good with each other. They're good friends. And you talking about guys sparring damn near once a week, almost every other week on a literally on a regular basis. They sparring for sure. And so I think just sparring with Fox and sparring, and this is Maryland, man. We in Maryland, so it's a lot of good work here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just Jared Hurd and them other guys. It's a lot of good work here. So I'm sure he getting that work. He got a very and you got to think about it, right? He got right in there with him, but he got a very educated lead hand.
Yeah, he do.
Like being an inside fighter, you don't need an educated lead hand. So that goes to show me that he got other tricks in his bag. He hit you with the paws, with the little stiff arm and control you, hit you with the two and move up. Like
he was using the forearm and all that. Yeah, he was looking good. He was definitely looking good.
Nasty, bro.
But I know it felt good to get that knockout like that, banging like that. I'm like, look, not all the time, Trey. We know.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, but that's a perfect strategy to me. Again, a guy that is 2023. This guy ain't fight since 2020. He got knocked out. He coming back to fight you, who is a young guy, a young fighter that's always ready. You just fought and got a first round KO in January. You fresh. The best bet is to go and jump on him early and not to let him get in his groove. You get me? Don't even let him get comfortable and start boxing you from the outside and y'all having this thinking match. Why you want to have a thinking match with a guy that been out the ring for 28 months? Go get right in his shit. Pause. Go right to it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, though, but I just think, like, again, from a boxing strategy perspective, I think that was the perfect strategy. I think that was the perfect opponent to do that with. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure that, and truthfully, I doubt that his next opponent will be as good as Justin Deloach. I don't think it will be. I think it might be like a little level equal or a little bit lesser than Justin Deloach because we still developing him. He 8-0 now. You know what I'm saying? 7-0, 8-0 now, or something like that. But I think that was a good one.
My bad. I didn't mean to take us back to last week. We on this.
No, it's good. It's good. I was looking at what he said because Boxing Gym said Miller was good. The only critique I had is he used controls he needs to change positions. Headslot Miller. Who was Miller? I don't know. Marshall, you probably talking about Trayvon Marshall.
Yeah, you probably talking about Marshall.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Marshall was good. Only saying that.
I saw that breakdown that Boxing Gym did on Tony and Tim. That was a real good breakdown.
Me too. But that's what made me go with Tony, though, Kyle.
That made you go with Tony?
Yeah.
Are you talking about watching Boxing Gym joint?
Yeah.
See, man, you can't go that far when you put 5 on 5.
Hey, I like that. I'm about to put that shit in the repertoire. That's going right in there. Nah, man, but nah, you know, we know how it go, man. Again, Marshall, I like him. Elijah Garcia, I like him too. But I be worried about, not worried, that's the wrong word. Sometimes some of these fighters, they make me nervous. Like in two fighters in particular, since we talking about prospects and guys on the rise, is what I seen from Elijah Garcia last week and what I see from Charles Conwell. I think both of them guys got very similar styles, which is kind of in the model of Julio Cesar Chavez, right? When I watch Chavez fight, and I still watch a lot of Chavez fights, Chavez was never really a jab guy. Chavez was more of a defensive guy who was going to find his way to you, find routes to the body, be able to break distance and get on the inside and work from where he wanted to work at. And even with Vidal last week, I seen Elijah Garcia doing a lot. Like, again, his nose was busted up in the second round. I think he got a third or fourth round knockout, Elijah Garcia. But his nose was busted up in like the second round and shit like that. He took some shots from Vidal, but Vidal just couldn't take what he was giving back. That's cool, but not at these bigger weight classes. I'm not really a fan of that at these bigger weight classes. My man Charles Conwell too, great fucking fighter, ferocious, fight with a lot of tenacity. Both of those guys, I just be wanting to see fighters establish a jab, set traps, and do a little bit more, just for the sake of longevity in their career. You know what I mean? But you know, we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
And how you feel about that? My bad to throw it all the way off.
Yeah, we moving around.
How you feel about that Jarrett Hurd performance?
Man, that shit was. You know what, bro? I was such a big Jarrett Hurd fan before. That shit really threw me off. I feel like, and I'm not making no excuses for Jarrett Hurd. I'm not making no excuses for his team. But I feel like they didn't do. Maybe it just wasn't enough tape. Because when I was even looking at Resendez, I think I only seen like 1 or 2 fights for Resendez online, and he ain't look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he ain't look like that. Like that he was getting hit with some punches and he would not stop coming, bro. Like,
and it looked like almost like, why'd he put him in there with that man for his comeback fight?
That's what I'm
like
saying. I don't think that they thought Resendez was like that. I don't think they thought that. I really don't think that the tape on Resendez suggested that he was gonna be that tough. You get what I'm saying?
Hey man, I never I'm a big Charlo fan, bro. I fuck with the Charlo, so I kind of never really liked her because he was doing all that talking back in the Charlo days, man. You know, when he was kind of like more in his prime, I guess if that's what you want to call it. But I don't know, man. I never felt hurt, bro. I'm never a fan of that sweeping punch that look like kind of like how girls fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like to see big guys do that, bro. Especially and don't
You
get me
too
wrong.
big for that.
I know this kind of punch, bro. I know we see it a lot.
Oh, it's like a slapping punch.
Yes, bro. I don't like to see it, bro. And to me, that was when he was at his best. When he was on the inside.
Devin Haney threw the same punch.
I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney either. I'm not a big Devin Haney fan, but I mean Devin Haney got a nice outside game as well, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Her outside game is mid to low, but I mean, man, inside to me, if you're on that inside, it's other things you could do, man. You could come with that sweeping right when you're on that inside. You know what I mean? When you low and you come up and throw that right, man, it's just a lot of shit that you could do on the inside. And to me, he was just doing a lot of that patty cake shit, man. And I knew it wasn't gonna take him that far.
The only thing that I had I'm gonna make it quick about her was I don't think they should have let him be in the co-main event coming off of 2-3 years. Like, man, put eight rounds.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a tough one, man. That was a tough one, bro.
Her was never that guy to me, man. He was never that.
I think what's crazy, man. We could say that, but he beat the guys he was supposed to beat. He knocked out Tony Harrison. He dropped he dropped Laura Lee. You know what I'm saying? And won that fight. Her got a couple good wins on his resume. Her got some good wins on his resume. Some real, you know what I mean? Like it ain't like
he struggled with Trout,
but he won.
He won.
That was shit, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think my man Jared might have to, you know, so they say he struggled. He stopped Trout too. You know what I'm saying? Like he stopped Trout. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the beginning. Look, he stopped Trout. Like, so think about it, right? He stopped Tony Harrison, come right back, stop Austin Trout, come right back, beat Erislandy Lara. At that point in time, 2017, 2018, with them 3 fights, you can't say it's a fighter better at 154 than Jarrett Hurd. No matter what we think, like no matter what we think. Now, if he get past J-Rock, for sure. Now, but J-Rock, obviously that was the beginning and the end. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Jarrett Hurd, man, stopping Tony Harrison, stopping Austin Trout, and then beating Erislandy Lara in the fight of the year.
Bro, he had those was 2 tough fights, and yeah, he won them. Can't take nothing away from him, bro. But I actually think he had a tougher fight against Austin Trout. Even though he finished Austin Trout, bro, I still believe that was a tougher fight for him than the Lara fight.
No, it probably was. It probably was for sure, but still knocked them out. Again, the same thing with Tank. Like, people be talking about Tank getting hit, but it's like we could, obviously we could play Monday morning quarterback. But when you stopping these guys, like, you know what I mean? It ain't like, damn, he had a tough fight, shit with the decision. He lucky the decision went his way. Like, he had a tough fight, but he figured him out, stopped.
Yeah, Grit say he struggled with Tony, too, but
yeah, but Tony didn't make the championship rounds.
Do Tony ever be at
Yeah, I fuck with Tony. I hope Tony win tomorrow, bro. I hope Tony
will. Put your money on it.
Huh?
Put who?
I said he will. Put your money on it.
If you want me to put money on that, give me the money to put on it. I ain't putting no money on that player. Ain't no fucking boy.
I was high on her too, bro. Her was my favorite fighter. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'll put my money on it, bro, if it was a 6-rounder. Maybe an 8-rounder. But man, hell no, man.
He said, yeah, Bully, yeah, wait, Bully Hurd was nice. Yeah, he was. And this is the fight that I want to see. I do want to see Elijah Garcia against Resendez. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to take a Resendez fight because, we'll see. We got to see what happened with the rankings because Vidal was ranked in the WBC like number 9 and number 10. So hopefully Elijah Garcia get ranked there next. I'm not sure what's going to happen to Resendez. Maybe Resendez will get ranked too, like 15 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Garcia gonna handle Resendez, man. Her couldn't do shit, but Garcia gonna handle him.
Gonna win, man. I hope Tony could make it 12, man.
Man, RBZ, listen, man.
See,
Save your money, RBZ.
look, cuz I was talking some bull earlier with the Tank, but look, he back with the good W.
Hey,
He say Harrison, yeah, cuz he say Harrison gonna win. I agree.
Save your money, cuz man. If I was you, man, I'd just watch it. If you feeling like that, just watch the fight, dog.
Nah, he ain't gonna gamble on that shit anyway.
$50 on plus 210. Come on, you can't beat that.
What happened? What is it?
Plus 210 for Tony just to win straight out.
Nah, we ain't
Money
doing
line
that.
Tony.
We ain't doing that, man. But hey, cuz you say you want to see Charlo Harrison 3. Why, if the second fight ended with him staring at the ceiling?
That was a mistake. He ain't calculate that right.
Those was
He got sad.
I was fooling y'all.
I was fooling y'all, man. Come on, man.
Take me, yeah. Lock me.
Bro, like
I ain't scared. Nah, I ain't gonna say the rest.
Yeah, that's why.
To me, with a trilogy, if a fight end kind of close, then yeah, I want to see it again. Or I'll be being a hypocrite because of Wilder and Fury. But at the same time, I mean, you got to look at that. That's heavyweight. All those fights kind of end a little differently. But we talking about 54 here, bro. We got the first fight where Tony barely won. I still don't think he won that first fight, but he barely won. Then he got stopped in the second fight. Why do we want to see a third one? Like, I don't get it. I mean, I understand seeing the third one because if Tony beat the dude who Jamel was just about to fight, but bro, I'm not there for that, bro. I think it's too much other things that could be made at 54, bro. I'd rather see Mel against Fundura, man. The real.
I think he right though too. It's a real rivalry, right? So it's a real rivalry because of the shit talk. No matter what we like or don't like, they is 1-1, and a lot of people feel like Tony was winning that fight.
He was winning that second fight
before the stoppage.
And then if that's the case, just to make this real quick, bro. If that's the case, it's a lot of Tank rematches we should want to see then.
How many fighters actually get to have a trilogy fight, bro? How many fighters actually really get to have a trilogy? So if Tony Harrison win, it's a great move for both guys' career. People love trilogy fights, bro.
Man, I forgot. Y'all
niggas ain't just go see Creed 3.
I see Gritty on it, man. I forgot I can't say nothing about the D with Gritty in here.
Hey, but look,
so cold,
though, Kyle. How many fights did Tank have that you was like, oh nah, we need to run that back? None, not one.
Bro, you said we should see Tank again, bro. If that's the case, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Look, I'll beat you with another W, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on with that. That's a bad statement, man.
I'm just saying if we want to see rematches because niggas was down on the scorecard before they got the knockout, then there's a lot of rematches we need to see.
Well, who Tank fought twice? Tank ain't fight nobody twice and drop a fight to them.
That's true.
I feel like
Tank ain't got no right. He don't have nobody even fought twice.
Yeah, this is again.
They really got bad blood. It's good for the fans because it's a real. We don't really even have no rivalries in boxing right now. This would be a real. This is real bad blood, and we know Tony give Charlo the most problems.
Okay, so what happened when Tim Tszyu have him staring at the ceiling? Then what?
Then we ain't gonna get it.
I gotta see it first. Yeah, we ain't gonna get it.
All right, man. So
Tim can't box with Tony, man.
We ain't gonna get it.
Tony gonna box his head off.
Tony just can't get tired. That's the only. If Tony
that's the only thing. Tony tank, man. But Tim cannot box with him, man.
You say that's
Tony
the only
is
thing,
an elite
that's
boxer.
The only thing. That's the only thing that matters. A tank matters. Your gas tank matter in a 12-round fight. And this is a 12-round fight. The gas tank matter. He don't have it. What we talking about?
You think Tim gonna knock him out?
Yes.
I think he could, cuz. I think he could.
He gonna knock him out in the 8th round, bro.
Tony Harrison, all 3 of his losses is knockouts.
He ain't gonna get knocked out by him.
Tony Harrison is the that's disrespectful. I apologize.
You about to wow. You about to go crazy. Go ahead, go crazy for the chat. Go crazy for the chat.
Hey, Truth. Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think if Terrell Boucher actually threw his hands after he knocked him down, he could have beat Tim Zoo?
I think he could have. He always do that. He hurt Lubin hella times too, and didn't jump on him. He could have got Lubin out of there. I personally think. I think he could have got Lubin out of there.
Hey, go watch that. Go watch that Steve Spark fight against Tim Zoo, and go watch that. I mean, I won't say the Gaucher because he ain't stop him, but I mean, go watch the Gaucher if you just want to see
Steve Spark though.
The way he put him out, bro.
Steve, you know Steve Spark fighting at 140 now.
Damn, why he dropped so low?
Steve Spark just fought Montana Love, bro, at 140.
He's a little guy.
Yeah,
he's a little guy.
Yeah, that's the only thing we ain't seen. We ain't see. The thing is like Tony said, it was the truth. We about to find out about you. We ain't seen Tim Zoo in there with no kind of level.
And we ain't seen Tony is the top. He's the top of the food chain fighter. I don't care what y'all say. He's one of the top 154 fighters in the world.
Hey, and while we was on Montana Love for a second, right? Remember when I thought he was crazy for walking around with that belt?
Yeah.
I take it back, bro. He ain't crazy. He just know he ain't gonna have that motherfucker that long. You feel me?
Montana Love. That's Truth Boy.
Nah, I like, but he ain't beating Hitchens.
He's not. He's gonna get embarrassed. He probably get stopped.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will too.
Motherfucker, he ain't beating the last. What's the last person he fought?
Steve Spark.
Yeah, he ain't win that fight.
But you know what? That fight was the fight that opened my eyes up. You know, sometimes we be blind, man. I liked it that the Barian check performance on the Jake Paul undercard. He got hit hard hella times. He came back, knocked bro out. That was a good performance. But since then, you know, he got another knockout. He had caught another knockout on his DAZN debut, but he was overweight for that fight. Then he had a tough ass fight on the Serrano Taylor undercard. He had a tough ass fight. And then he just fought Steve Spark. He was supposed to run Steve Spark over, and that shit was tough too. So you know what I mean?
So he is fighting tough competition. He ain't just out here being ass.
No, I don't think he wasn't fighting walkovers, but he not if he claimed to be, he not supposed to be having, you know what I mean, them
type of fights. Yeah.
Fights ain't supposed to look like this.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. That was a Antonio Russell type move right there. You hear me?
Who that?
Throw him out the ring. Remember Antonio's getting his ass whipped and he did that headbutt. They like, nah, we gonna go ahead and stop this fight. Yeah, Montana Love tried to throw him out so they can stop that ass whipping.
He said he said Spark went up 2 weight classes. All the way up.
Cole gonna call out Devin after his fight and no, and I'm gonna be so with it. You heard?
I want to see that fight at 140.
He said Cole.
Cole gonna call Devin out again.
I don't think they're gonna take that fight.
Shakur don't need to call nobody out if he go another. Is that a 10 rounder or a 12 rounder?
That's a 12 rounder.
Come on, bruh.
Hey, Cole ain't been 10 rounds.
Come on now. Bruh. Don't do that, bruh. What?
If he go all around,
eliminator.
If he go all those rounds, bro,
fighting in 10 rounds.
You don't deserve a call.
They got 10 rounds of eliminators. That's crazy.
God damn, Cal, that's how you feel? Say it then. Bro,
crazy.
I know you got Shakur. I know you got Dev over Shakur. Just with that statement.
Bro, I really don't want to see that fight, bro.
Why?
I think it's something we need in boxing, of course, but I don't want to see that shit, bro. How the hell am I gonna stay up for that? Hopefully it got a good undercard.
No, that's a real boxing a boxer's fight. Like
which fight?
You like technical fighters and you like all the details of boxing. That's that fight for those type of people. That's the thing I like.
Which fight you talking about?
Science math project.
Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a snooze fest a little bit, but I think it's gonna be a good one.
I like technical fights though. I do
too.
I like to see a technical fighter against another kind of fighter. But I don't want to see two technical fighters, bro.
But to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Shakur, the way he built, you don't think he go in there and knock motherfuckers out. That's just how I look at Shakur. And then when you watch him, like, oh, he a technical boxer. Okay, I'm not mad at it, but it's just like this.
Cal,
He a big boy.
You know, Shakur fought more 12 rounders than 6 rounders.
You should be saying that about Dev. The way Dev built.
Hey, look, I just told Cal, I said, you know, Cole fought more 12 rounders than 6 rounders already.
Yeah, but I mean, bro.
Nah, it ain't no buts. I mean, 6 rounders Dev fought.
Hey,
he
Kyle,
got like 30 fights, right?
They're a little biased with it, Kyle, just like I am with the Russells, man. It's all right. It's all right. I want to be high on Shakur, man. Hey, D, I don't want you to think that I'm only saying that because you like him. That's some hating shit. I'm waiting for Shakur to get in there with somebody I know that's gonna be a 50-50, and he flat out beat the shit out of him.
But,
like who?
I mean, yeah, like who?
That's my thing. Like, say he go up to 140. I know it's gonna be some good competition up there that I want to see.
Oh, so you want him to skip a whole weight class, right? Because
no, I'm not saying that. But come on, Frank Martin would be a good one. But I will take Shakur in the Frank Martin fight. I don't think nobody at 135 is messing with Shakur except Tank.
That's
Shakur could be
just because I'm biased
up at 40 right now.
He could beat Brad Garcia at 40 right now. He probably could beat Barbosa at 140 right now.
Yeah, he could beat.
Hey, look, my man Steven said that sparring session was entertaining as fuck. So I don't know why people saying that the fight would be boring.
Because he wasn't fighting another technical fighter.
No, he talking about Shakur and Dev.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other sparring session with the heavyweight.
Oh, you talking about Jerry Anderson? Nah.
He talking about Dev. It was some good back and forth.
Yeah, I think.
Let me tell you, I've seen Devin, regardless to what he do in the ring, bro. We done seen Devin do what he can do. You get what I'm saying? On the little sparring tapes and shit. So we know what Devin could really do. I ain't see that from Shakur yet.
Because he ain't putting it out. But we seen him
Trying
spar
to
Ugas.
Nobody.
We saw what he was doing with Ugas.
I believe in Shakur. I think that I'm just down on Shakur. I think he can do it.
Shakur was wiping Ugas down.
If you go on YouTube, it's a bunch of Shakur sparring footage of him beating the shit out of people, bro. He just don't be publicizing that shit like that. Remember Devin Haney was, huh?
He laid some power on Ugas.
He was fucking Ugas up. You ain't see that?
He was beating up the WBA Ugas.
No, I ain't see it.
When he was
whooping Ugas, bro. Ugas was way bigger than Shakur. He was spanking him.
I think he was sparring Haney before the Pacquiao fight. I mean, he was sparring. My bad. He was sparring Cole for the Pacquiao fight. Cole was beating the shit out of him.
Let me ask you this then, D. Since you said this earlier, right? You was like,
Facts.
if he can't get Frank Martin on one of them after this fight, right? He should just move straight up. Why he can't move straight up after this fight?
Because me personally, I want to see him get a title at 135. That way he'll be a 3-division champion. Yeah. Go ahead and get a title, and then you can move up and fight your contemporaries. Fight the Devins, fight the T.O.s, fight the Josh Taylors, fight the
Frank at 35?
Boy, 140 gonna be on fire.
Frank at
140 gonna be on fire.
I'm just making sure we on the same page.
Because you gotta think they both southpaws. So now Frank ain't got that southpaw orthodox advantage. They both southpaws.
And he got to go through. He got to fight that defensively sound man in Shakur with that great upper body movement and counter punching. Frank ain't setting no traps for Shakur.
He definitely ain't.
He ain't set. He too smart for that.
Or Keyshawn, huh?
You said or Keyshawn?
Them niggas spar a lot.
Yeah, they do. They comfortable with each other. So
yeah,
they familiar with some of Shakur little.
You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn. I'm saying Frank. Frank ain't setting up Keyshawn either, huh?
I want to see that. I like
that's what I want to see. And that's part of the reason why I'm saying that I think that Core need to get a belt and go to 140, because if he do, now you got a whole class of like young, unproven 135ers. Core is already, he haven't fought at 135. He's already a 2-division champion, and he a vet now. Like, so him and Tank would be the OGs at the weight class. Right? And everybody else is young, unproven guys.
Hey, what boxing gym saying he broke down? He broke down the sparring session, or he broke down something else on Ugas?
No, he talking about I got a breakdown on the Ugas joint. He talking about I guess he must have broke down the Ugas and core sparring.
But see, that's the thing.
Boxing your page fire, bro. Your
Word.
page
Nah,
is
it
so
is.
fire,
It
bro.
is.
I be watching them.
Definitely is.
So fire, bro.
Definitely is.
Boxing gym shit. His shit.
I
Who
just
who in
I
here
just
that
got over
said?
the other day. Somebody added me the other day and was like, "Oh, go look at the Tony
like
Tim
that.
Blue breakdown." But I'm like, man, shit, man, this just made me feel more about how I already feel.
Hey, listen, I can't really say that because when you inspire, you working on shit, right?
Exactly.
Hey,
You know,
Gritty, but hold up, Gritty. Let me look. I gotta stop you because
Agreed, Gritty.
Gritty was in note with me. Gritty, hey, cuz Gritty, this who he gave a ride to after the fight.
Oh, that's him. That's bro right there.
Yeah, this my man Gritty. He said,
Gritty, what up?
Look, he said he ain't see no dog from court. So my question was, where was your antennas when we was in the fight at North?
What?
Because I saw dog that night.
Shit,
Well, he was walking that boy down.
He was walking. He had the big ass knot on his forehead. He had the big ass knot from the headbutt. Fucking Conceição was holding him all fight long, and he fought. And he was throwing overhand. He was trying to knock Conceição head off.
He was right in the pocket with that man the whole fight.
What punches he didn't have to take for the sake of that fight?
Wait, that's a Devin fan?
No, I know he from Detroit. You know he a Frank Martin fan through and through. My man Gritty is Frank Martin through and through. And I ain't mad. I think that's a good fight. I
like Frank too. But
yeah, I fuck with Frank.
Dog in the score, that is wild. Yeah, what about Jamel Herring fight? What about that fight?
No,
come on now.
You know people don't want to get
Jamel
Herring.
Jamel was okay.
He walked that boy down the street and back.
Come on now.
He walked Herring, boy. That was dog.
He beat the shit out of him. Come on.
People don't, but people they're not gonna give Jamel Herring the credit. They're not gonna give him the credit to make that fight be what it is. But it's okay because Shakur gonna have to fight one of your favorites.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Beat one of these dudes' ass,
man. Listen, I want him to fight one of these young guys that I like, Frank Martin and or somebody. I can't wait till he get to 140. That's all I'm saying. I think he's gonna be a dog up there. But
I think Frank from a couple places, James. I think he got Detroit ties. I think he's from Indiana. I know that's what he was doing, like his amateur career and shit like that at. And then obviously he got the Texas ties. His cousin Jalen Smith that was on the Giants this past season. He was on the Cowboys, and that's how Frank Martin got introduced to Derrick James and Earl. And then that history from there. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're a boxing historian for real.
He said we never had to see Cole. But see, we never had to see Cole in a dog fight, but that's not his style. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Some guys you got to take it there with, but sometimes I be feeling like for example, we saw Floyd in a dog fight with Miguel Cotto, but I think half of that was the way Floyd just went out and said, I'm fighting this fight just like this. Whatever he come with is okay, because this how I'm fighting Miguel Cotto. And we got to see Floyd in a dog fight with Cotto. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what it's going to be with Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson want to box their head off and be conservative, he's going to do that. But I think in that Conceição fight in particular, he said, you know what? I'm about to go try to stop this boy. I'm about to be on his ass. Remember, he had a nasty ass head. He had a nasty ass lump.
He ain't showed no reaction to it. He wasn't.
No reaction. None.
He wasn't touching it. He wasn't doing none of that. He wasn't complaining, none of that. That he walked, he took that knot, he beat knots on Conceição. I can't wait to Conceição beat one of these good guys so people could stop saying who was that Shakur fought. Shakur fought the guy that was really supposed to be the WBC champion because they robbed him.
Word. Yeah.
They robbed Conceição against Oscar Valdez. Valdez ain't win that fight.
Hey, my man Gritty said Cole gonna have to take it there with Frank. Yeah, I like that. I think he can.
I like that fight. I really do like that fight.
I think he can.
Yeah, Shakur could though. He showed us that if it get to that, he could fight on the inside.
Hey, get that troll up here, True.
Get who?
That troll say put the link up.
What troll?
Broadway.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey D, real
Go,
quick.
Rob.
I don't mean to switch the conversation again, right? What
Yeah.
y'all think of? What y'all think? Y'all think Antoine really ducked, or what y'all think of the comments he made on that?
I just think that I don't know, man. You know, sometimes it's a time to be like philosophical and shit, and it's a time to just be real. Like, I think that if y'all was going to take that step back, I don't think you should have even spoke on Puyo. Like, I wouldn't
Right.
even say nothing. Like, if somebody would have asked me about Puyo at that time, now, unless he wasn't talking to his team and somebody snuck behind somebody back and said, hey, man, I think we need to walk Gary Antoine back a little bit. I don't think he should have ever spoke on Puyo because it sounds crazy for saying that somebody behind you. Now you about to go fight on his undercard. So how he behind you if you about to fight on his undercard?
Yeah, bro. The best Russell is Junior. That's all I really got to say about that when it comes to talking about them, bro. I think Twan is good, bro, but I think the same problems that that Junior went through as far as career wise and how he done slowed down and shit, bro. I think if Antoine, it looked like Antoine about to start going through those things kind of earlier in his career, as far as making bad decisions, as far as
I don't want to put Big Gary business out there, but I think it's a particular reason why we started to see him less and less. I'm gonna just put that there. I don't want to really get into them guys' business like that, but it was a strategic reason why we started to see Gary less and less. I don't think it had nothing to do with business decisions more than attitude.
It was right. Personal.
Broadway, dímelo, ¿qué pasó? ¿Tú estás bien?
Okay, yo, bro. I come on. I need you to get a soundboard so you can play some Dominican music. You disrespecting me right now. I need my own intro. I don't know about Brian. I don't know about Cal. What's your cousin's name? Disrespect. I don't know his name. RBZ. No disrespect to RBZ. I don't know about these guys, but when I come on, I need some Dominican music playing, man.
True.
Now, I just came on because I saw Brian was on here, and I've been meaning to get on the same talking space with him because he was talking real greasy and crazy about Dominican boxing. When
I said, because I said I don't trust him except for Hector Garcia.
No. That's cool. I just want to say that San Juan de la Maguana is a city in DR. It has 169,000 people. That's the population.
Bro,
you went out.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, now.
Yeah. All right. Well, San Juan de la Maguana in DR has 169,000, right? And Washington, D.C. has over 700,000. And we got 2 world champions, and DC has 0. I just want that. So before you talk about Dominican boxing,
listen, Broadway, I'm
gonna
be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you though, Broadway. Not most of them. Probably one of them is only from DC. The rest of them from Maryland. So,
well, there you go. You could throw Maryland in there too. Throw the whole DMV. Matter of fact, what's the?
Hey, listen. All I'm telling you is though, Broadway, I don't trust none of them except for Hector Garcia. I don't see how
many people from DC you trust because they don't got no champions.
I don't trust them either. Monte Nicholson, like, come on, man.
All right, just say that.
I'm not
Just say that. Just remember that where you from, there's no champions and we have 2. Just remember that. So as bad as just know DC boxing is worse. But what DMV boxing is worse.
Listen, what people don't know is I will keep that same energy for people here. Just because I'm from DC don't mean I will call somebody trash in a minute. Oh no, that boy ass. I ain't gonna shy away from that. If he asks, he asks. Like I can't take that for ass.
I'm just saying, man. Your man, a DC fighter, was sounded like he was on a Poetic Justice movie. How he turned down that fight, you know.
Well, listen.
It's raining and the flowers and the this and the that.
If you want to throw the DMV, listen. If you want to throw the DMV in there, come on now. Tank with your boy, like you want to throw the DMV in there.
Not even a chance.
Hey, man.
We gotta go with the belt, man.
Hey, what he said on the speech, Broadway?
Who said what in the speech? Oh, my man was lighting some incense. My man, My man had a fucking
We can do Broadway.
kufi on. He had a kufi on. That
He
was the weirdest quote I've ever read. I was like, what the
He
fuck?
He should have let David Benavidez write it in his phone for him, bro.
No, truthfully, I'm gonna be 100. What shouldn't have happened was JBZ just picked the wrong part, the quote. Well, I don't even know what, like, I don't even understand what was the point in quoting that. Like, why would you make that a meme and post that though?
Yo.
That's the part. That's really the part. Because it ain't like he's put that out there and we just, like, it ain't like he put that out there for everybody to see. He picked that sentence and said, "This the one," and posted it.
Hold on. I just want to say, y'all know, motherfuckers is watching what I'm doing, because when I came across it, it had 0 likes and 0 retweets. That shit went viral after I retweeted it. Because I was literally the first person to retweet that. Literally the first person. And that shit went crazy. So that was some corny ass quote. And I understand him turning down the fight. I don't have a problem with that. Like, yo, I'm just not ready for that level yet.
So was this?
I have a problem with you turning down that fight to develop and then talk about you ahead of a motherfucker. That's a problem. Like, that was some corny whack shit.
Hey, so was it another part of what he said that he could have used better as a quote? As far
he could have just said, yo, Pollo doing what he doing. I'm focused on my career, and right now I got Ken Cruz ahead of me, and that's the fight I'm focused on. That's it.
Hey, Gritty, I thought wasn't Winky from Florida?
Nah, he from DC.
I could have sworn he trained out.
Nah.
He did some.
Russell Jr. was about that life, bro. Russell Jr. was nasty.
That's a fact.
Yo, Russell Jr. Yo, listen to this. Johnny Gonzalez, a murderous puncher, knocked out Abner Morris in the first round. Yo, Gary Russell fights him and knocks him out in 4. Yo, he was like that, bro. It's just he was inactive, but yo, he was nasty. He was top tier elite level. He just was inactive.
Hey, the fact that y'all saying this, now that I'm thinking about it, we only had no boxing gyms in DC. You know that, right?
Headbangers in DC.
No, it's not.
Where's that? Is it Maryland?
I thought they moved. Yeah, I think they moved out about.
Unless they just moved.
Yeah. What Headbangers at?
Let me see. I'm gonna pull it out right now.
I thought they moved out Maryland.
Let me see. Could be. You could be right. Let me see.
Oh no, it still is. It's still but look where it's at. That shit at Congress Heights. Like, you know how DC set up. Motherfuckers not going everybody not going over there to box. So we ain't got too many boxers. You gotta go out Maryland for that shit.
Yeah,
But Broadway, you don't if you're not in the space, don't let nobody tell you that I'm out there disrespecting y'all. All I said was it's gonna be hard for me to trust Dominican fighters except for Hector Garcia. I said I think Hector Garcia is good. He just lost the tank. Like, I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody. I wasn't saying y'all trash or nothing.
And then I
said I don't trust some people yet.
And then I hopped in your DM. You was talking about J-Rock's gonna beat Adames, and you ain't want to put the bread up. So if you don't trust
why would I do that? I don't.
No, because you say, why are you
listen,
trusting Adames all of a sudden to get a win? You don't trust Dominican. You only Hector Garcia. I'm using your words. So let's bet a friendly.
Listen, it's wait. It's not about me not trusting the Dominican fighters in that fight. I don't trust J-Rock in that fight. It ain't got nothing to do with Adames. It's about J-Rock.
Yeah, J-Rock going to sleep.
Yeah, so why would I put money on that? You act like I said instead of
you told me you picking him. You told me
you could pick somebody and they still not be confident in them. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I'm going with Tony. That don't mean I'm confident Tony gonna win that fight, but I'm still pick Tony for it.
Yeah, all I'm saying is J-Rock going to sleep, man. J-Rock,
like you picked Michelle Rivera for the Frank Martin fight, right?
I did.
Were you 100% sure that he was going to beat Frank Martin?
I mean, I was pretty confident. I was wrong, but I was
exactly. So come on now, you act like I'm straight
I
out here
did bet on it,
like,
though. I did bet.
You act like I'm out here saying fuck these Dominican motherfuckers. No, I didn't say nothing like that. I would never disrespect nobody like that. I just said that Hector Garcia is probably the best one out of all of them that I like. I like to watch Hector Garcia.
So I think we got an Usyk fight, man. But let me jump off this joint, man. So again, man, I appreciate everybody for joining me. We've been rocking out for 2 hours, man. Again, I was supposed to have Keyshawn Davis today, but he had some other things going on. So again, we know it's a sport of boxing. We know how this shit works.
I had to step away. My bad.
And that's all good. It's a sport of boxing. We know how that works. So hopefully, by the end before the weekend is over, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, I don't know. But we're gonna get Keyshawn in this joint and we're gonna rock out. I think that's gonna be a great interview, and we prepared. So again, man, I appreciate everybody for joining. I'm about to jump off, man. Handle my Friday night, have some fun. You know what I mean? Kick it with the family. I wish everybody a safe weekend. You know what I mean? Enjoy, and I'm gonna be back on tomorrow night, right after the Tony Harrison and fucking Tim Tszyu fight. I'm going live right after that fight. So I'm gonna probably put the stream up. I'm gonna put the stream up tonight, but it's gonna have a weird. I'm gonna probably put like midnight on it because I don't know when the shit gonna end. But again, it's gonna be on there. The link gonna be in there. We're gonna come on. We're gonna talk. And we're gonna kick it, man. I'm gonna take me a little nap because I think that one don't even start till 10:45. I'm not sure if they showing another fight or at that 10:45 time frame is the Tony fight. I hope that's it. That way we could be on this joint by 11:12. But yeah, man, that's my plans, man. Again, I appreciate everybody for joining me, man. Y'all boys want to say anything else?
Yeah. I want to say something, and I never do this.
How you on mute?
I'm
go ahead,
good.
bro. Now go ahead, bro. Go ahead, cook.
Go ahead, Broadway.
I never do this, but this Tank versus Ryan shit got me hot. As y'all saw me in the chat, I couldn't talk earlier. I could talk now. I'm going live at midnight tonight. It's Broadway after dark. So if you up at that time and you want some smoke with me regarding that rehydration clause, and this goes for anybody listening, anybody on the panel, anybody who's going to watch this afterwards, I will be going live at midnight, Broadway after dark. Don't come on my channel. Do not click that link if you're not ready for the smoke. If you just want to listen and hear my argument, cool. I'm coming for heads. I'm coming for heads. Pause. So I'm going live tonight, midnight Eastern time. That's 9 p.m. Pacific. Yo, come to my channel. That's what I'm discussing. I know usually I talk Dominican boxing, and we could talk a little bit about everything, but 90% of that conversation gonna be about that Ryan rehydration clause / catch weight. And yeah, man, go subscribe to my channel, Broadway Joel. Go follow me on Instagram at Broadway Joel, and follow me on Twitter at _Broadway Joel.
Hold up, give me 1 second, Broadway. I know a couple people done popped out of here, but real quick, for those that still listening, make sure y'all hit the like button on this chat. Make y'all subscribe to my channel. This is my man Broadway channel, man. Fire channel, fire interviews. Should be up here now, man. But hey, make sure y'all check my man Broadway out. Like him, subscribe. He do his lives. Go on here, go on Broadway shit. Pop your shit on there too, man. We definitely be up and coming with this shit, man. So definitely support, definitely like, definitely comment on the videos, join the lives, hit the buttons. Y'all know the shit, man. We trying to get this shit popping. So definitely show my man some love, man. Hey. Cal, you want to put anything out, Cal?
Quick thing, man. I don't know if it was consciously or subconsciously that you said that. You said that the fight should be starting at 10:45, and you plan on going live at 11. So I'm just saying, man,
that was yeah. Hey, shit, hope we like
3 rounds, 4 rounds.
Nah, man, that's nasty work. Nah, yeah. It's all good though. Yeah, man. Hey, but I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna hop off here, man. Hey, everybody enjoy your weekend, man. I'll be back tomorrow night.
All right, y'all boys.
All right.